Hey, what's up, everybody? OJ here. Welcome back to another OJ Live. Today we got a nice Sunday episode for you guys. Happy Bunny Day to all who celebrate Bunny Day, Easter Day, Hippity Hop Day, whatever day you want to say, or if it's just a normal day to you, good day to all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me. My name is OJ, and I run this channel along with my elite ninja, OJ, PlayerEssence. What's good? Now, let's go ahead and get into some ninja news before we get into the shoutouts and everything else. We got a lot to talk about. Final Fantasy VII Remake, okay? I know you guys are dying to hear my thoughts on this game if you didn't watch the Spawncast, but I have a review, okay? I have a review that I'm doing. I'm pretty close. I'm gonna say I'm pretty close to beating it. I'm probably about a little bit past halfway to beating the game. No spoilers in the chat. No spoilers in the chat. You spoil anything, you'll be banned. Plain and simple. So think about that. So no spoilers, just you can just talk about if you like the game or not, if you like the combat, whatever the case is, you like the story, but you don't have to go into any great detail or depth. But there was a moment that happened when I was playing that made me say, like, oh wow, this game is amazing. Like, this game is hype. So I want to talk about it a little bit more, which I'm not going to talk about that moment though. I'm just going to talk about like some of the basic combat, what makes the combat fun. I'll be having, like I said, a review probably no later than Wednesday next week. No later than Wednesday next week, there will be a review, a really crappy review, a lazy review of Final Fantasy VII Remake, because I don't feel like capturing all the footage and worrying about spoilers. Like, I don't want to deal with any of that crap. So it's just gonna be basic footage from my beginning live stream where I talk about the game, but I don't want to spoil anything, you know. So it will be a very basic review from the beginning chapters, no bosses, without something that Square Enix hasn't already shown. If Square Enix has shown it, not their final trailer, but if they've shown it, like, let's say like a little bit of a boss, then I'll maybe put footage like that, but nothing crazy. Let's see here. Amiibo Fan says, play the Airbuster from Final Fantasy VII Remake. Thank you so much, Amiibo Fan. I will play that music for you, and let's go ahead and get your name up here as a top Stream Ninja and Stream Hokage. Amiibo Fan coming through with the $2 holla. Do appreciate the $2, my boy. I really do. You guys give some love, respected emotes to Amiibo Fan becoming the top Stream Ninja and the Stream Hokage. First donation of the stream. Thank you so much. And let's go ahead and get your music going here, sir. And we can talk about the music. The music is really good. Really good. Really good. It's really good. So let's see here. So all right, let's go ahead and get into other ninja news. Hey guys, tomorrow's my birthday, so if you guys can stop by tomorrow as well and hang out, that'd be great. I don't have anything super crazy planned outside of like an all-day stream. So no matter where you live in the world, whether you live in the East Coast boys, far East Coast boys, UK boys, I'll probably be live at some point that day. Even if I take a break, I'll probably come back live later. So yeah, I'll be streaming pretty much like all day tomorrow. So look out for that too. I plan on having some discussions on various different classic games, various different topics, and I will have a poll up for you guys to where you guys can vote, probably on my YouTube channel, the community page, in terms of fan voted topics too. So I'll look out for that pretty soon here. So we'll have a number of regular topics in terms of gaming news, then we'll have fan voted topics, and then we'll play some games with the Elite Ninja. So hopefully you guys stop by and have fun. So there's that. That's tomorrow, like I said, all day. Just whenever you can stop by, come by. I'll be streaming pretty much all day. So yeah, I'm turning, for those who don't know, I'm turning 46 tomorrow. So pretty cool. All right, so next up is what else do we got? I had a video on Resident Evil 4 Remake, so pretty much I'm gonna assume that a lot of you guys already watched that video and kind of know what's going on there, and you guys have already heard my thoughts. So really, I'm gonna be getting you guys' thoughts on the potential for that. But if you haven't watched it, that's okay. You can just watch it later. All right? Because I talk about lots of stuff in there, not just Capcom. Thank you, Dank Meme, for the host. Appreciate that. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into. It's not my birthday yet. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'm not 36 years old either. I don't know why you're saying happy 36, but I'm not 36. I'm turning 46, not 36. So anyway, all right, so let's go ahead and get into shoutouts. If you're here in the chat, feel free to tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag players, to say hi I'm more than happy to say hi back. Oh, one more thing. Elite Ninja. We dropped off a bunch of Elite Ninja guys. I think we had 5 drop-offs. So let's see if we can get that back. I know times are tough for lots of people out there. But like I said, we do have a $1.99 tier for you guys. Gets you into our Discord. Gets you into our live streams in terms of gameplay sessions. Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart 8, Animal Crossing. We're going to be playing Animal Crossing. I thought we were going to play today, but I've got to finish Final Fantasy VII Remake. I've got to finish this game so I can get my review up. So we'll be playing Animal Crossing probably tomorrow. Tomorrow with the Ninja here in the village. So if you want to play Animal Crossing, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Smash Brothers, and more games, Splatoon 2, make sure you guys Elite Ninja up. Let's see if we can get at least, we need 8 Elite Ninja to get to 240. That'd be a PlayerEssence record. That'd be dope if we can hit that either today or tomorrow. So hopefully we can. But whatever the case is, I appreciate all you guys to support people who are Elite Ninja, wherever you're at. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate you guys. All right. So let's go, and we are going to be having a giveaway. The giveaway for Final Fantasy VII Remake. Giveaway for Final Fantasy VII Remake as well. Let's see here. Is Final Fantasy VII Remake similar to the original? No. No. It's already tomorrow in other parts of the world, but it's not tomorrow where I am. You're only you only where you are in the world, right? So despite it being tomorrow in, you know, Asia or Australia or whatever, but I'm still here. So so yeah. Easter's going good, man. I mean, obviously with this whole social distancing thing going on, you know, I couldn't even go to mass this morning or anything like that because my church is closed down. So that's unfortunate. But it is what it is, you know. Definitely have to make it up at some point. John O says, "Sup, my boys? What's up, man?" Dr. Wilson is here. VC's here. John is here. Blanket, Elite Ninja Blanket is here. Dank Meme with the host. Thank you, Dank Meme. Welcome to the stream. Justin is here. I thought I was 30. No, 46. Dank Meme Center with the Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, Dank Meme, for the 9 months. And he says, we'll consider this an early birthday holla. Let's say happy birthday to Kenyatta Ali, Elite Ninja Village. Stay strong, stay safe, and play your backlog. Golden Deer Gang. Yeah, shout outs to happy birthday to another Elite Ninja, Kenyatta Ali, as well. So shout outs, my boy. Happy birthday to you as well. Kitsune84. Hey, what's up, Kitsune? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Jaima Jr., what's up, man? Welcome. Gaming for years. What's good? Shout out to the Elite Ninja rolling through. Old Madendorf, what's good? Love to see those same names, in, you know, coming through here. Ronald Lucas, what's up, my boy? Dog Breath, what's up, Dog Breath? Came from Dreamcast Guy's stream. Shout out to Dreamcast, man. Shout out to Dreamcast Guy. What's good, Dog Breath? That's a funny name. Mr. P is here as well. Welcome. Let's see here. Danis, the Manis. We'll answer questions in just a bit, so sit tight, Danis, and we'll answer your questions in just a bit. Dawson31 says, how's my day? Day's been going pretty good. Day's been going pretty good. Gaming for years with the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you so much, Gaming for years. A dual Elite Ninja. The fight, my man got his passport to the Fire Nation. Let's go. He's a permanent citizen, or he's a citizen of the Fire Nation, as well as an elite here on the Elite Ninja Village. So thank you so much, Gaming for years with Twitch Prime, 4 months in a row. And freaking alarm! Anyway, I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's gonna get warm in my room. I can already tell. It's warm outside. It's gonna get warm in this room. I gotta put the air conditioner on if you guys can hear me. I already know it's going to get warm in my room. When it's 75 degrees, it's definitely gonna get warm in the room. All right, so yo, Barber, let's go. Thank you so much, Barber, with the upgraded membership. Welcome to the Ambu gang. Thank you so much. My dude Barber hitting us with that Ambu membership. Thank you for the upgrade, my boy. Make sure you check out your perk package. You do have some extra benefits with the Ambu gang, so welcome. You are part of some of the elites, top elites of PlayerEssence. Thank you, man. Let's see, get that alarm check. It's not my alarm. It's my security, my house security. So let me tell you guys a story here. I've got plenty of OJ Bizarre Adventure story times planned for tomorrow, which will have a tier-based thing for them. But let me tell you guys a story. This isn't an OJ's Bizarre Adventure. This is just, dude, somebody out front of my house, like, times are desperate or something. Somebody tried to lift up my my rug on my in my doorway to see if there was like a key underneath. Maybe to rob my house. I'm not sure, because like it was like moved, and I'm like, Okay, that's really weird. I don't ever lift that up. So, you know, my alarm system's been working overtime. You know, I go back and I check the security footage. Some weirdo was freaking lifting up when I went out to, I don't know when it was. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Some weirdo's lifting up my freaking doormat. I'm like, okay, like, let me get this to the cops or something, bruh. Like, come on now. So anyway, I don't know why he's rolling up, because I think you noticed though, I mean, I have all sorts of signs. I have, like, you know, security. I have my camera in use. Like, I have all that stuff outside my house. So it's just weird that, you know, that he would still be bold enough to try something that stupid, but it's whatever. No harm, no foul. I'm not dumb enough to leave my key underneath the doormat anyway. Either way, moving on. Let's get some more shout outs here. Shout outs to my boy Barber. Thank you, man, for the support. Let's see, he was looking for OJ's Butterfinger stash. I don't lay a finger on my Butterfinger. Gunmetal Otaku, what's good? Shout outs to see so many elites through here in the chat. Thank you so much. Yo, Kitsune, my boy. Yo, the upgrades. Thank you guys so much for picking up some of the slack. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Kitsune 84 with the Ambu upgrade. Thank you so much, Kitsune. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Ambu gang. Make sure you check out your perk package to see the extra benefits that you do get. You are entitled to, sir. So thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Let's see here. This dude thought it was 1965 or something. I mean, dude, some people still do that today. You know how many forensic files I've watched? Oh, God, it always goes back to forensic files. Where somebody says, oh, they left the key underneath the mat. They left the key underneath, like, a teapot or something like that. So people, you know, still sometimes do that today. But, yeah, don't do that. Obviously, especially in today's time, don't do that. You know? Let's see here. Maybe he thought you stole someone's signs. Yeah, maybe that's exactly what it was, Mr. Pete. Let's see here. Marcio is here. What's good, Marcio? Welcome to the stream. Monado Mario. What's good, Monado Mario? Welcome. Psycho Pie. What's good? Welcome. So let me tell you guys another story. So I made some chicken this morning. Kind of like a brunchish for chicken. And, dude, it tasted disgusting. Like, I mean, I put it in the microwave. It was just like, you know, frozen chicken that you could just warm up, whatever. Just like it was like the grilled chicken, like already pre-cooked. And usually it tastes pretty good. You know, I microwave it or I bake it, and then I put it on the grill it, put some seasoning on it. It tastes acceptable, right? Not the best chicken in the world, but it tastes acceptable. Dude, I ran out of all my seasoning. I use this like Buffalo Ranch chicken seasoning, 0 calorie, Red Hots. And I use like another type of seasoning, Red Hots, just like regular seasoning. And between those two, it usually makes everything taste pretty good or standard, good enough. Dude, I ran out of all that seasoning, so all I had was the Mrs. Dash chicken seasoning. And Mrs. Dash, it's good if it's already on season, like a chicken that's already kind of has cooking and like seasoned and good, but you want to add a little bit more in 0 calories. It's good for that. But actually as the main ingredient for seasoning, or like the main seasoning, it's horrible. Oh my God, dude, I had about like maybe 5 or 6 bites of that chicken. I had it with vegetables too, and I was like, man, this isn't very good. I was like, I gotta get something with some flavor in me. So I went to Popeye, ordered a mobile order. I went to Popeyes, and Popeyes was good. It was good. I just had a little 5-piece, you know, a little 5-piece. I don't eat the skin though, so all the skin, I don't eat most of the skin. Most of the skin was torn off. Just had the chicken. That was good. That was good. It was really good. So I had that. So I feel good to stream, because if I would have streamed after eating that chicken, bruh, I would have been actually like a little bit like ticked off today, because I was not like, I wasn't trying to have that, man. No, well, I microwave. It's already pre-cooked, so you just microwave it and then you throw it on the grill. You throw it on the grill. You just throw it on the skillet, right? So you can it's already pre-cooked chicken. It's not raw chicken, so the chicken's already pre-cooked, ready to go. So you can put it in the oven, you can just put it on the skillet, you can you know, put it in a pressure cooker, you know, do whatever you want with it, because it's already pre-cooked chicken. So I just take the chicken, just microwave it, thaw it out a little bit, and then I usually put it on the skillet. So it's just like, you know, just put on the skillet, put some seasoning on there. So that's fine. It usually works just fine. But the seasoning was not there. Let's see here. Shout outs. Is it Benji? Benji? What's good, man? Gamer333. What's up, man? Welcome. 3333. Okay, what's good? No carbs? Yeah, I had a biscuit. I had a couple biscuits with the Popeyes chicken. Had a couple biscuits. Had some mashed potatoes. They give you the little small sides, red beans and rice. So I had a little. There was definitely more than enough carbs to get me through the rest of the day. So yeah, I'm not gonna eat again till after I'm done with the stream late and after I'm done editing a second video, for tonight. So I'm not, that was pretty much my meal for the whole day because I didn't eat, I mean, it was like brunchish time. So I'm good. Got enough calories. Bryson Warden says playing more Final Fantasy VII tonight. I don't think so because I honestly like playing it off stream. I mean, playing it on stream is cool and I think it's fun and everything like that. But I played again off stream the past couple nights. I think I've played off stream and I'd rather play it off stream in my living room. I'll be honest. But I did 10 hours of gameplay for you guys. Maybe I will go back and play hard mode. So once I beat the game and I'm done and I don't have to worry about streaming and like looking back and forth and all that, like once I beat the game and everything, I just want to focus on beating the game and enjoying all of the game so I can give you guys a great review. But once I beat the game, then yeah, we'll go back and we'll play hard mode. So it'll give you guys more time to play the game and maybe beat it. Of course, I can just play through, not have to worry about anything else. I can just enjoy the game. Because like there was one part, where I was playing and I got stuck. And you guys would have obviously been compelled to backseat game. Like I got stuck because these stupid things were happening in one part of the game, and like it's just easy because I don't have to worry about oh man, you're an idiot, OJ, blah blah blah. You don't know what you're doing. Oh, do this or I can just get through it at my pace, which was slow. I went back and power leveled. I spent a ridiculous amount of time in one area just doing one thing over and over and over and over and over again, learning all my proficiencies with all my weapons, so that's the type of stuff that's not really that fun. You guys want to see the progression of the story and all that, and like, whereas I'm like, I'm gonna run around forever. So I mean, I started playing kind of lame, so that's the reason why I'm like, what, it's probably better off if I just don't play it on stream anymore. The first 10 hours though, it's pretty straightforward. There's not much you can do outside. I mean, outside like the first area that you get to. So I just figured, I'll just be good. I'm good with streaming. 10 hours is enough, and let me finish the game on my own. But I will say this, streaming that 10 hours and making sure that I got that dedicated 10 hours in was good for me because now I feel compelled to keep on playing and keep on going through, So yeah, man. All right, let's see here. So Birdman, what's up, Birdman? So yeah, and to be honest, you guys were actually really good with the whole backseat gaming stuff. It actually wasn't too bad. I think we only banned about 4 people throughout my 2 streams of playing the game. So, but I think Final Fantasy VII Remake is really a game. Like, it's cool if you want to stream it and all, but like, it's one of those things where I think it might be more fun to play it New Game Plus and stream it on the hard mode and then like get your butt kicked and have all your stuff like and do that way to where like like I said, it gives people more time. I'm not going to be spoiled if somebody says something stupid. If somebody backseat games, I'm going to be like, okay, well, this is my strategy, so I mean, I think it'll just be a little bit better that way. I think New Game Plus, I'll definitely be streaming New Game Plus for you guys and going through on hard mode. Sometimes, not all the time. Like I saw a Dreamcast guy doing it was great, so yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Well, that's because we had real rules and we had it in the title, and we have we were locking. So it wasn't too bad at all. It wasn't that bad. So Wolfman, what's good, man? Is Final Fantasy VII really too easy? I wouldn't say it's too easy. No, I wouldn't say it's too easy. I say that it provides a normal challenge on the normal mode, which it's supposed to be. In terms of like the hard mode is hard. Like it's not easy. So if you're a competent gamer, you shouldn't die too much on normal. You really shouldn't die at all. I mean, it just depends how good you are at action games and RPGs. If you're competent, then you probably shouldn't die really where your whole team gets wiped out. You probably shouldn't die at all. And if you do, it's going to be later in the game. If you're just iffy on action RPGs, then you might die a few times, but it's not like a super hard game or anything. It's not Dark Souls or anything like that. But the hard mode is hard because they take away certain things that you can do. What's up, Dog Breath? He says, how's Smash Elite grind going? I don't really grind on Elite Smash anymore, to be honest, man. Dog Breath, I don't really grind on Elite Smash anymore. I just simply I play with my users, and every now and then I might hop on Elite Smash, but I already have like more than half the roster on Elite Smash. I don't really care about Elite Smash. There's no real benefit to playing it outside of trying to get try to get better. But I have, Chuba and I have Party Man. I have some pretty good players here, so whenever we play, that's my time to kind of get a little bit better and all that, like work on my Joker or whatever the case is. But I don't really grind Elite Smash anymore. When I go on Elite Smash, like when I play with Joker, like I win most of my I probably win like 80 to 90% of my matches anyway when I go on Elite Smash. So I mean, like, not saying that I can't be beat. Obviously, I can. But to be honest, like Party Man and Chuba are better than like most of the people on Elite Smash that I play against. So I have ran into a couple pro players, and I've gotten some wins on them. They've beaten me, so yeah, it is what it is. Let's see here, GP with the subscription. Thank you so much, GP. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village, my boy. Appreciate you. Let's see here, Juice Man Vaughn. What's good, Juice Man Vaughn? Welcome to the stream. My older and younger brother been bogarting both PS4s. So I have not gotten to play Final Fantasy 7 yet. Oh man, you need another one. You need another PS4, dude. You need another PS4. Let's see here. Justin Dotson says, "Hey man, hope you're having a good Easter Sunday so far. Even though if you do not celebrate, no, I do celebrate it. I do celebrate Easter. I do celebrate Easter. You know, I just don't talk about religion too much just because people get all psycho. So I just like to keep that off the channel. But no, I do celebrate Easter. I'm Catholic. So yeah. But yeah, happy Easter for those who celebrate, of course. Let's see here. Tisuke? It says, good night, man. All right, take it easy, man. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Appreciate you. You don't get better by playing Elite Smash. You get better by playing arenas or locally. I've definitely gotten better by playing some people on Elite Smash. Like I said, I ran into some pro players. You know, I ran into some really good people online. In terms of in Elite Smash, I ran into I ran into Void. I ran into Esam. I ran into pretty much all of the Elite players. And I know because they use their little Smurf account, Smurf tags, and I watch their videos, so I know when I run into them. So I've ran into a number of good players. And especially with this quarantine going on, that's been going on lately since this whole thing started, they've been on Elite Smash more and more and more. So I definitely run into some good players, and you can get better if the internet connections are good. So, I mean, for me, I've gotten better. Personally, for me, I've gotten better playing Elite Smash. I think my Joker got to where it was, not just playing Chuba and all them, but also playing Elite Smash, like grinding it out and playing Elite Smash, getting good matches. If the match sucks, the match sucks. You leave the match, you get into the next one, hope the next one's good. But you can definitely run into some good players on Elite Smash. Let's see here. Problem's not living near professionals, so I get stupid players in Elite. I mean, it's not even really. I don't live near them. I don't live near Anti. He lives in New York. You know, it's just about matchups and it's about your connection. So essentially, I mean, I live here in I live here, you know, LA area or Central California area, I guess. You know, there's a lot of good players here. You know, there's Larry, there's Void, there's a lot of good players around here. But I get people, you know, up north, get people in Washington, Oregon, whatever's a good connection. What the connection tries to do, it tries to filter it out and tries to get you the best connection possible. That's close enough possible. But if it doesn't, then I might send you somewhere else. If it's taking too long, and then that's when you usually get a bad connection. Mac Mega with a $3 holla. And he says, can you play Final Fantasy VII Prelude theme, please? Absolutely. I'm guessing you want the remake, right? Or you want the original? Let's see here. You need 6 million to get into Elite, right? I think it's 6 point something million to get into Elite. 6.5 or something. I don't remember. 6.6 million. Let's see here. Dark Link says, why? First of all, stop typing in all caps and stop spamming, all right? And he says, I need your help. Please help. How to stop annoying slow motion during battle keeps coming up every 1 second and so forth. Please help. You're pressing the X button. Don't press the X. When you press the X, that's how it slows it down. That's what the slow motion is. So stop pressing the X button, and it's not going to slow it down. That's how you select. Like, it turns into like to the turn-based mode. So don't press the X button, and nothing will slow down. Just press square. Just press square, or you can press L1 and any of the face buttons to set whatever quick item or quick magic or whatever that you want. You know. Let's see here. Dog Breath says, with RE4 rumors, people are getting mad about no Onimusha or Dino Crisis remakes, but I don't think the RE team would work on that anyways. Well, they put together a whole team just for RE4 though. So the problem that people are saying is that Capcom is spending time and money and allocation on doing Resident Evil. it's not the, you know, they put together kind of a new team with support with Capcom, so they're putting even more than what they did before, right? So that's the problem that people are having. Let's see here. What's up, Anthony Red? What's good, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? George, River Gaming Nation. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Have you seen the PS5 controller? I thought it was really cool. Yeah, I did see the PS5 controller. I actually talked about it quite a bit already, to Soup. So if you want to check out my my YouTube channel, I've got plenty of content in terms of my thoughts on the PS5 controller. But, I mean, I've talked about it to death already, you know. But yeah, it definitely looks cool. I think it's going to be a good controller. I'm not sure if you're familiar with my YouTube channel, Tasuk, on Fire Nation over there. But check it out, PlayerEssence on YouTube. I'll get a link for you too. Let me see about this PS5 controller. Excuse me. Here we go. But yeah, I've seen it. It looks pretty cool. There's the link to the PS5 controller stuff if you want to check it out. I missed it. You're just gonna stream your next FF7 playthrough instead of the current one, right? Yeah, I'll probably stream hard mode just a bit. I don't think I'm ever gonna stream the whole game, but I'll stream hard mode a bit whenever I feel like streaming it, or if we have extra time, I'll definitely stream hard mode for you guys. But I think I'm just gonna finish it. Like, I'm gonna stream for like a couple hours today. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break afterwards, guys, just because I thought I was gonna stream longer, but then I remembered my birthday stream is tomorrow, and I really just need to rest up, finish Final Fantasy, you know, kind of chill, relax. I'm gonna go grab another iced tea from the store before they close, and just kind of relax for tonight, you know, maybe watch some Forensic Files, play some Final Fantasy, you know, just chill, just hang out. But I wanted to get you guys some content, which I got you guys a Resident Evil video, got you guys a live stream today. So, I mean, really, and especially in these times, I think we all need, like, the people that are entertainers need to be entertainers, even if we're tired or whatever the case is. Like, you still need to work every single day, because there are people out there that are struggling a lot worse than you, that are in a tough spot. So if you can stream, or if you can play, or if you can get content for the day, make sure you do it as a content creator. If you're a full-time content creator, if you're full-time. So I just decided, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try to get piece of content to you guys out every single day. I'm gonna try to stream most of the days. Maybe Saturdays I won't stream because of the spawn cast, but you know, most of the time I'll do my best to stream for you guys, you know. Juice Man Vaughn says play Bullet Dance. All right, Bullet Dance next. We'll definitely get that going after this prelude music is finished. Actually, I think it already did finish, so it played it for a while. So we're gonna play this next one. Thank you so much, Mac Mega. I appreciate that. Also, oh, Mac Mega, you are the top stream ninja. I forgot to put that up there, Mac. Thank you for the 3. You're the top stream ninja. Forgot to put you up there. What the heck? That's not prompt at all. All right. Benji Nizao. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village, my boy. You are now again, and welcome. Let's see here. Mac M-E-A. All right, so let's get this next music going here. Bullet Dance. Are we talking from Blaze Blue? Yep, Noel Vermillion. Yes, sir. My favorite theme in all of that Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, Arc System Works. We're just in questions. We can talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake. We can talk about Resident Evil 4. We can talk about whatever you guys want, because it's not going to be as long of a stream today. But what I would like for you guys, Elite Ninja, let's get 5 Elite Ninja in this short stream. No, 8 Elite Ninja. 8 Elite Ninja. We got 2 upgrades already, so shout outs there. 8 Elite Ninja. We need 8. Let's see. So you're crazy Aries too? Apparently. I'm not big on the whole sign stuff, but yeah, everyone's saying, oh yeah, Aries. I'm not big on that type of stuff, but whatever. Why is it saying no backseat gaming exposed? Okay, I forgot to change my my timer, guys. Give me just 1 second. On my CloudBot timers. Yeah, I still have that FF7 one. So yeah, let me turn it off real quick. There we go. Your opinion about RE4 versus Code Veronica? Yeah, I definitely think they should have went back to Code Veronica first, but RE4 is going to make them way more money. Probably Final Fantasy VII Remake is not a JRPG. Just wanted to know your input on that. Yeah, VC came in here and said that it's not a JRPG, but it is. Japanese RPG stands for Japanese role-playing game. What is role-playing? Role-playing means that you play roles of certain characters in a grand story, in a greater story or big story. And on top of that, like, you can add in like leveling and things like that. You know, there's depth to it when it comes to the combat. Final Fantasy VII is not the most in-depth JRPG, but it's definitely a JRPG. Definitely a JRPG. But I see where VC's coming from. Like, I see where some people might say that. I mean, I keep on talking about if BioWare and Square Enix teamed up, we're talking prime BioWare, 2010 BioWare teamed up to make Final Fantasy. This would be, in my opinion, this would be something that they would have done, you know, because each character feels different, right? Each character feels different. Each character has like a certain weight to them, a certain feel to them, you know, that another character doesn't. Like Barrett feels like a Mass Effect character. You're like, when you're shooting that machine gun, when you're hitting them with the overload or whatever, it's like, or overcharge or whatever he does, the triangle attack, like, and when you're reloading with it, it feels gritty. It feels like that. But then when you use like Tifa feels completely different, you know. Tifa feels completely different. Like she's some type of like, you know, like Thane from Mass Effect 2 or something like that, you know. Or even like Miranda, you know, really good at hand-to-hand combat, you know. And so to me, like I said, that's in my opinion. That's in my opinion. Like it feels like a Western style of Japanese RPG. If a Westerner ever got their hands on a Final Fantasy, this is kind of like the result would be like this. So yeah, I can see why he's saying that. But regardless, it's a Japanese RPG. Let's see here. Lanny says, what's up? What's up? Mac Mega says, hey, my B-Day is not too far from yours. Good to know. Hey, shoutouts, Mac. Excuse me. Savage Animator says, do you think Nintendo will attend the IGN event or maybe do their own direct? I don't know if they'll attend the IGN event, maybe. I know they have a good relationship with IGN, but they're definitely going to have their own Nintendo Direct, that's for sure. I think, personally. I'm not liking the trend of remaking games that had nothing wrong with them. For the most part, RE4 is probably the last game that Capcom should have touched. No, you know what? I have to somewhat agree with you. I mean, I do. But I mean, am I going to play it? Am I going to buy it and play it? Yeah, because it's RE4. Mac Vega says, do you feel the remake Final Fantasy VII make the game OG game obsolete? No, because the OG game is completely different. You know what the funny thing is? Now that people are playing the remake, I think a lot of people are going to go back and play the original game now. Like, I think there's going to be more people that are going to be compelled to go back and actually play the original game and see what's up with that. So if anything, it's going to increase the sales of the original game too, you know? Gunslinger says, if this is true, they better not cut out content like RE4 did what they did with RE3. Yeah, that's what I said in my video too, Gunslinger. I agree. Who's the best girl in Final Fantasy VII Remake? The best girl in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Well, I haven't met all the girls yet, but I would probably say the best girl in Final Fantasy VII Remake is a spoiler. So I'm not gonna tell you why, but I'll tell you there's a teacher in one of the cities, and she's the best girl. She's the best girl. There's a teacher in one of the cities that does something else in a different city, and you catch her, and she's the best girl. All right, so let's see here. Let's see here. Some dude says, honestly, not sure how I feel about RE4 being worked on, but they better keep Leon's personality. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree. I think they're gonna keep it all intact in terms of Leon's personality and what they did. So I mean, I think they're gonna keep that all intact. Like, I don't think it's gonna be too much of a problem there. Let me see. I disagree. RE4 is the most influential game of the last 20 years. It deserves a remake. It being the most influential game doesn't mean that that doesn't mean we can't say that maybe it doesn't need a remake. You know what I'm saying? Like that I don't think like, it's been ported to everything. It's been HDified on everything. Like, it's okay for people to say maybe it doesn't. Maybe we should get something that hasn't been remade yet. You know what I'm saying? That hasn't been ported yet. That hasn't went over yet. There's nothing wrong with people saying like, hey, what about Code Veronica? Or what about Dino Crisis? Or what about Breath of Fire? Or what about something else? Like, there's nothing wrong with that, considering RE4 has been remade and people have replayed that game multiple times, even on modern systems. So, I mean, like, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Yeah, it's been one of the most influential games in the past 20 years. I agree. But people are definitely allowed to say like, yo, like, dude, we've already played this like 5 million times, which I have. I played it on the GameCube. I beat it there. I beat it on the PS2. I beat it on the Wii. I beat it on the Switch. I beat it on the Xbox 360. I beat the game on the PlayStation 4. No, Xbox One. I beat the game on the Xbox One, and I beat the game on the PC. I've beat Resident Evil 4 7 times. I've beat Resident Evil 4 7 times. I repeat, I've beat Resident Evil 4 7 times. Like, I know not everybody's done that, but a lot of people have. Like, okay, so for me, it's just like, bruh, you know, like, I'm wishy-washy. Danis the Manis with the 5 British pounds. He says, yo, OJ, do you think the M cable is worth it for Switch? Also, this fall, if you could choose which one, Breath of the Wild 2 or Mario Kart 9, hypothetically, of course. Yeah, that's a very good. Personally, for me, in terms of the M cable, I think the M cable is worth it if you want to get, if graphics annoy you and you want to get those sharp, a little bit better looking, then yes. If you're fine with the graphics in terms of how they look, then it's not worth it. In terms of what would I like more, Mario Kart. I think Mario Kart for me would be it, because we got Breath of the Wild in 2017, Breath of the Wild 2, and it's fantastic. Heck, you can still go back and play some other stuff in that game. Mario Kart, we haven't had a new Mario Kart since 2014. So if Breath of the Wild was 2021 or 2022, I'd be fine with that. I would like a Mario Kart 9 because it's been, dude, a new Mario Kart would be sick. We've been playing the same one now for, for 6 years. So yeah, Mario Kart for me. Not that I like Mario Kart more than Legend of Zelda, because I don't. I like Breath of the Wild more than I like Mario Kart. But what would I like first this year? I think Mario Kart would be sick, because we haven't had a new one in a long time. Beat Fallout 11 times. I don't know. Fallout 3, I don't know why you beat 11 times. It's not even on 11. It's not even on anywhere near 11 systems. Why would you beat that game 11 times? I 100% did that game with one playthrough. So what's the point of beating it 11 times? With Fallout 3. By the way, I love Fallout 3 mocaps, but there's literally no reason to beat Fallout 3 11 times. And the ending's trash. Let's see here. Mr. Pete says, I think I beat RE3 Remake about 7 times between Friday and Saturday. Well, that's different, guys. You guys are talking about replaying a game, the same game. I'm talking about literally playing the same game on a different system. We're talking about ports, HD. We're not talking about beating the same game over and over and over and over, guys. That's different. We're talking about literally taking your physical money, buying it on a separate platform, and then beating it again. Not beating the same game. That's different. Y'all not making that. That's not the same thing. So yeah. I actually beat, no, and that doesn't count. You guys want to know how many times I've actually beat Resident Evil? I've actually beat Resident Evil 4. I've probably beat it around 40 times, 30 to 40. I've played it multiple times per release. I beat the GameCube version of the game. I beat that about 10 times by itself. I played it over and over and over and got I super 100% did that game. Got everything, beat that game multiple times. Beat the PS2 version at least 3 or 4 times. PS2 version. Beat the Xbox 360 version another 3 or 4 times. Beat the Xbox One version twice. And then every other version I just beat once, after that. I was like, all right, enough. Just one time is good enough for me, So, dude, oh my gosh. You don't know how I beat that game. I mean, that's the reason why people are conflicted, because like, wait a minute, Capcom. We've already played it in HD a million times. Like, I get it. It's going to be remade. It's going to look a lot better. But I mean, like, bruh, like, what about Code Veronica? What about, what about Resident Evil 0? What about, some of these other Resident Evil games? Like, you've already re-released Resident Evil 4. Don't get me wrong. It's still good. People are going to buy it. It's going to be great. But, man, like, it's just, people just want a little bit something else. I mean, I know Dreamcast guy is a huge RE fan, and he kind of said the same thing. So, I mean, yes, we're all going to play it. Yeah, Dreamcast guy is going to play it. Yeah, I'm going to play it. Yeah, we're all going to play it and enjoy it because it's Resident Evil 4. But hopefully they need to add in a lot of content. I think there definitely needs to be a whole, it needs to have all the content from the PS2 version that they did, right? The Ada Wong stuff. It needs to have a redone Mercenaries mode. They need to add local, like, don't do that Resident Evil stupid crap that they did with Resident Evil 3. Not that. They need to add a bunch, like, it needs to definitely be some changes to justify, to justify a purchase and, of course, the re-release. Bro, the only game I've beaten that many times is Metroid Fusion, debating on replaying again. I've beat Super Metroid probably about 100 times, though. Metroid is different. I've sped run. I used to speed run and beat Super Metroid. Like, I've sped run 100%, Super Metroid when I was younger. So I beat that. I've beat that game so many times. Super Metroid is such a great game. At the time, it was mind-blowing. It was just mind-blowing. So, yeah. Benji says, do you know if Retro Studios is working on multiple games, Metroid Prime 4 and more? Maybe. We're not sure. Thank Meme says, do you have RE4 on your shelf? I do have RE4 on my shelf. It's behind me. On the Xbox One. Otherwise, I have it digital in a lot of places. I have it digital on my Switch. Let's see here. What else? What about anything else that is not RE? They could do this with so many IPs they have. They could. I would love to see Breath of Fire, but I think Breath of Fire is dead, man. Until further notice. Fire Blast says Code Veronica and RE0 deserve a remake more than RE4. Those games are in need of a modern update. RE4 is already modern and playable in HD. Well, it's in HD. Is the game modern? Not necessarily outside of the game in high resolution, right? Is that what you're talking about, modern? But the gameplay wise, obviously, moving and shooting, that would be more modern, like Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 have, the remakes. So, I mean, there's obviously things that they can do to modernize the gameplay. Resident Evil 4 is really good, though. So, yeah, maybe those games do deserve more of it. But, I mean, let's just be real. Fire Blast, you're going to rush out and go buy it. We're all going to rush out and go buy it. So, I mean, it is what it is. But, yeah, I agree with you. I think Code Veronica would have been great. I think, RE0 would have been great, for this. I definitely think those would have been probably, maybe some better options in terms of for fans. But they're making a business decision, and the business decision is RE4. So maybe after RE4. Let's see here. Juice Man Vaughn says, how much do you want to bet that RE4 remake will have paid DLC? Well, all of them have paid DLC, right? Like RE2 remake has paid DLC, so I mean, I'm not sure about RE3, but I think there's probably some DLC stuff in there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna do some DLC stuff. Yeah, for sure. Darklink says, sorry, I wasn't spamming. I was using caps in a call center. I forgot to take the caps lock off my laptop. I tried to fix it. Thank you. No problem, Darklink. You didn't get timed out or anything like that. So no problem, man. Thanks for coming out to the stream, and hopefully I was able to help you in terms of that. Let's see here. Stannis says they need to make Code Veronica next. Yeah, that'd be nice, man. I agree. Code Veronica would be good. Code Veronica would be good. Hey, what's up, Ms. and Mr. Gaming? What's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. It's odd. It's odd why they skipping Code Veronica. Business. Code Veronica is nowhere near the game in terms of critical reception and all of that as Final Fantasy, as of Resident Evil 4. So that's the reason why. I mean, I don't think it's not really that confusing why they're doing Resident Evil 4 if they are over Code Veronica. Code Veronica was nowhere near the seller that Resident Evil 4 is. It's business, guys. I mean, it's pretty plain to see. RE4 is one of the best, obviously one of the best selling Resident Evil games, one of the best rated games of all time, one of the most influential games, like Benji was saying, one of the most influential games of all time. I mean, yeah, they're gonna say Resident Evil 4, so maybe Code Veronica after that. The good news is that they're doing these like all the time. So the good news is if we don't get Code Veronica, not at this point, maybe we'll get Code Veronica in the, at some point in the near future within the next, I don't know, 5 years maybe. Let's see here. Big time game changer. All right. Some dude says, or hold up, let me read. Guys, make sure you tag me, all right? Guys, make sure you tag me. Let's see here. Different Same says, OJ, do you believe Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 is already finished, but they decided on the last minute to chop it up? No, I don't think so because of the style of the game. I think that they really spent all their time considering what happened with the development. No, I don't think it's done. But if they find out that is what they did in order to do that, that would be devastating. So if that ever slipped or went out, Different Same, that Square Enix did that, if that ever leaked, that would be highly detrimental to their gaming business and people would turn on them. So they better hope that if that's the case, that it never leaks or if there's no proof that was the case. Because if they made the whole thing and then chopped it up just to make more money off of people, but all of it was done and they could have put it out there, that would be devastating to their game business. And I don't think I could ever trust Square Enix again if they did that. I don't think they did, though. I don't think they did. So yeah. Some dude says, honestly, RE0 wouldn't have been a solid remake with the same as Code Veronica. Today's my standards. These games are super dated. I hope they're future, but kind of sick of remakes. Yeah. I get it, dude. Happy Easter, Mr. Gaming. Too scared to play any Resident Evil game? Their Resident Evil games, the newer ones, aren't scary. In terms of, like, if you're talking like Resident Evil Revelations or Resident Evil 4 or 5, they're not really scary. Resident Evil 2 can be. Resident Evil 3 can be. But they're not really too scary, to be honest. Like the older Resident Evils, yes. Like I can understand. Like Code Veronica, when I played it, I was scared. I'll be honest, I was scared. When I played the original Resident Evil on GameCube, when I played the original Resident Evil, when I played Resident Evil 2, the original, when I played Resident Evil 3, but Code Veronica And even Zero, Resident Evil Zero, I'll be honest, it scared me when I played them. It did. It really did. Like, I was legit scared. This was before online, and a lot of this was before like online, where you can see stuff and strategies and tips and all this stuff like that. You have to go on GameFAQs, and like you if you ran out of ammo and there was these band snatchers all over the place, and like you have these ink ribbons, you can't save the game. Like they put stress on you. It's scary. It can be scary. It can be scary. You're lost. You're confused. Like they did a good job of capturing people's fears, like the dogs breaking through the windows, stuff like that, man. Best summons in Final Fantasy VII. That is a spoiler. Gunslinger says, if this is true, at least that they aren't rushing this out next year like they did with RE3 this year, since it's rumored for 2022. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It could. I mean, you're right about that, but we'll see. I love the Mercenaries minigame in Resident Evil 4. Yeah, it was good. It was really good. I agree. I like it. Hey, OJ, always enjoy listening and doing homework at the same time. Nice. Homework, okay. Or, yeah, homework, right? Let's see here. Jusman Vaughn says, Resident Evil 4 had me shook as well. The blind Wolverine enemy was terrifying. He was scared, but I was just kind of like alert. Not because I was scared of him, per se, but just more I was like alarmed. Like, oh, I don't want to get jacked up. But yeah, RE4 definitely has some scary parts. Or what about those invisible crawling things, in RE4? Those ones can have you leaving a little bit shook. But I mean, at that point when RE4 came out, I was so much older than I was like when RE1 came out and all that stuff. So I mean, like, I had my wits about me, but yeah, I can definitely see that. Our RE4 can definitely keep leaving kind of shook here and there, but they give you ammo, you got shotguns, you got all sorts of stuff to take care of the enemies. I think they give you so much firepower in that game, RE2 scared me as a kid. When I first played RE1, the original Resident Evil, I was not a kid, but I was terrified. Fire Blast says, yeah, the shooting could have some modern touch-ups and be in line with the newer remakes. RE4 is one of the most influential games of all time. They would need to do something big. Yeah, exactly. They would need to do something kind of big, but maybe they won't. Maybe it'll just be like a pretty good remake, like like RE3 is, just solid remake, or RE2, really good remake for RE2. I'm playing it for the first time right now, and I'm at the castle part. Yeah, the castle part is when it gets really, really, really good. The castle part is definitely one of the better sections. You get a nice little, there's better upgrades for you there when you first walk into the castle part. You see this huge castle. You start running into those guys like, like those guys, like, oh man, it's good. Castle part's one of my favorite parts in the game. Really good. Silent Hill is more creepy than Resident Evil. It's also not as good as Resident Evil, in my opinion. People put Silent Hill up on this pedestal. I don't know. I'm not as big of a fan of the game, to be honest. But yeah, it is more creepy. That's for sure. So yeah. Some dude says, bruh, now y'all got me thinking about those regenerators from RE4. I hated those guys. Had me thinking they were dead, and then they decided they wanted to be invisible too. Stressful. Yeah, man. Benji says, with so many remakes this year, Final Fantasy VII, Resident Evil 3, Trials of Mana, maybe Mario games, coincidence or trend? Well, I mean, it's been a trend for a while. It's a coincidence that they're all coming out right now at this point, but we've been getting remakes and re-releases for a long time now, right? So it makes sense. But I mean, game development, obviously they started some years back, so it's not like they all decided, hey, this year we're all going to do it this year. That's just how it works out. But I mean, any company that doesn't leverage their IP to remake and to rebrand is a stupid company. I mean, I'm not saying that there isn't a company that doesn't do that. I mean, maybe they have a Blue Hedgehog, in terms of like remakes and re-releases with certain games. I mean, they have a Blue Hedgehog, that might be their mascot, and they have another company that might make Japanese RPGs, So I'm not naming any names though. I'm not naming any names. So yeah, I like Eternal Darkness more than Silent Hill. I think Eternal Darkness is way better than Silent Hill. But people love their Silent Hill, so it's all good. But I think Eternal Darkness and Resident Evil crush Silent Hill. But I can see why people like Silent Hill, though. I can see why people like it. I'm personally, I'd love to see a game like Parasite's Eve come back. I thought that game was awesome. Let's see here. Marcio says, do you think it's possible to have a remake of Parasite's? I just talked about Parasite's Eve. One of these days, maybe. Hey, what's up, Chuba? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing today? Welcome. Should they remake RE4 in a fixed camera angles? Fixed camera angles? No, why would they do that? They're going to make it with a modern camera like Resident Evil 3. They're going to use the RE engine, so it's not going to be fixed camera angles. Do you expect Call of Duty remakes or remasters? Yeah, well, they've been doing that, right? Modern Warfare just got the campaign just got re-released, so yeah, I can see them doing more of that, like some of the older Black Ops campaigns and stuff like that. It's free money. It's just free. It's just free money. You just take an old campaign. They don't even put the multiplayer in there. Take an old campaign, touch it up a bit, put it out there on modern systems. 4 or 5 million people buy it. Stupid Sony sat there and paid them for a month exclusive deal for a Modern Warfare 2 campaign. Yeah, if these idiots are gonna if people are gonna throw money at this Call of Duty campaigns remaster, which is just look, I know people can buy whatever they want. Spend your money on Modern Warfare campaign remaster. Oh god. But hey, y'all buy whatever you want, you know. But yeah, you're probably gonna see more of those. You know, you're gonna see more of those. Remastering the most boring aspect of Call of Duty, the campaign. Your chaos, my serenity. Thank you for the 99-cent donation, man. I appreciate that. Never played RE4 before. Since it's getting remake, I'm gonna play with it. There you go, Justin the Great. I need a full remake of Dune, and I need it now. Dune? What is Dune? D-U-N-E? What is that? Some dude says Parasite's Eve would be a dope remake or reboot. Also, Alice needs to stop playing around with Persona 1 and 2, especially 2. Literally sitting on money. Don't get me started on P3. Hey, some dude, I'm right with you, bro. Bryson Warden with the doll donation says, speaking of the blue hedgehog, can we get some Aquatic Mind from Sonic Adventure 2? Absolutely, we can get some Aquatic Mind. Bryson, thank you for the dollar donation, man. I appreciate the support. And I'm going to get your Sonic Adventure 2 music going right away. All right. Let's see. How about Xenogear remake? Xenogears? That'd be hype, but there's no way in hell Square Enix is gonna fund that. Party Man says, I definitely didn't buy the Modern Warfare 2 campaign. LOL, how you remake a game without the best part, the multiplayer? I know, like, get that trash out of here. Like, I don't think I even covered that on my channel. I'm like, get that trash. I'm not advertising this one iota. Get that trash out of here. Modern Warfare campaign remaster exclusive to PlayStation for a month. Get that. If you don't get that nonsense out of my face, get that trash. Trash. I don't care. Anyway, clip it, share it. I don't care. Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered with 1 month exclusivity to PlayStation? Trash. And I played Modern Warfare 2. I played the hell out of Modern Warfare 2. I liked the game. Heck, I even had a little bit of fun with the campaign mode. But get that. That's trash. Trash. I'm paying for campaign, month campaign remasters? So stupid. What a waste of money. What a colossal waste. Donate that to some kids that need some food or something. You paying for that crap. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about Sony paying for the 1 month exclusivity, which is just... Anyway, enough of the rant. Let's see here. Darklink says, hey OJ, I have Astro C40. I paid $269 Canadian. It's customizable controller, plus like an Xbox controller for the PS4 and PC. I hate the PS4 controller. Hey, well there you go. Glad you got that controller going, dude. Hey, what's up, Troy Perry? The multiplayer was a beast back in the day. Yeah, Cortland, I agree. I played that all the time. I was in college when that came out, and I would play the hell out of that. But like the campaign only. No, I'm good. That was a nice rant. Thank you, but I gotta stop. Chrono Trigger remake is Square's next remake. I don't know if that is, man. Kazlan, I like it though, dude. I'm right there with you. R-Hop says, what PS4/Xbox One games do you think will be remade in the upcoming console generations? I don't know if there's any PS4 or Xbox One games because those are backwards compatible. So I don't know about those. I think they're really going to be like, 7th generation and down. Dune is the originator, innovator, and catalyst of the RTS MOBA genre back many years ago before I was born. Oh, okay. Dune. I'll look it up later, VC. Remake Final Fantasy 6 in Octopath style? No, they should not. They should remake Final Fantasy 6 and have it have its own style, not copy Octopath. I disagree. Let's see here. Chrono Trigger remake would be hype. It would be really hype. I'd be down for it. Your Chaos Master Ready says Dune wasn't a MOBA RTS. Yes. Well, he said a catalyst to the RTS MOBA genre back many years ago. So I don't think he said that it was. He said it's a catalyst to the RTS and the slash MOBA genre. So he didn't say it was. Your Chaos My Serenity. Darklink says can do rant video best controller please, love your advance. Can do rant video best controller. I don't know what you're talking about. Darklink. Let's see here. Partyman says, yeah, the exclusive nonsense added more salt to the wound. Not surprising that Activision likes to make their fans angry. They don't care at this point, dude. They make so much. They make billions of dollars off Call of Duty fans. Like, Call of Duty is massive, man. It is so big. So I don't think they care at this point, dude. Juice Man Vaughn says, a Chrono Trigger remake that looks like Octopath Traveler. Your thoughts? No, I don't think so. If anything, it shouldn't look like an Octopath Traveler. It should look like Dragon Quest 11. Akira Toriyama, that art style. That's a completely... Chrono Trigger art is anime. Final Fantasy, Octopath is like old school Final Fantasy, right? Like old school Final Fantasy, kind of like the art like that. Bravely Default, old school 4 Warriors of Light, that old school. So I think that it should be like Octopath Traveler, that's its style. It's trying to emulate old games. That's the whole thing. If a game is old, you shouldn't try to emulate something that was trying to emulate you. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Think about that for a second. Why are you going to emulate a game that was emulating you? Why are you going to copy a game that was copying you? Back in the day when Final Fantasy VI came out, that was cutting edge, top of the line. Why are you going to emulate it and bring it back down to something else that was trying to pay homage to you as a smaller ended game? You know, smaller budgeted game. That doesn't make sense to me. They should live up to their time. For example, Final Fantasy VII, right? Well, what if they just put Final Fantasy VII and it was just like a little bit better graphics? I don't think people would like that. Or it was just, you know, they had to go, at the time, it was cutting edge, right? For 3D technology, RPG technology. So they went cutting edge again, you know? So I think that if they're going to, like Chrono Trigger, that was anime, you know, anime and cutting edge. So the top of the line anime cutting edge graphics in terms of the look is Dragon Quest games. Those ones usually have the best, that type of look, you know, very huge worlds, beautiful, nicely rendered. So they should go Dragon Quest with it, not Octopath. That isn't, Chrono Trigger deserves its own thing that it's supposed to be in the modern age, not copying something that was copying it in the first place. That doesn't make, that's a slap in the face to Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI. Why would they copy Octopath? Octopath was copying them, you know? So yeah, they stopped caring many years ago. They did. Best controller of all time? Yeah, I might do something like that. A remake of Xenosaga would be amazing. Yeah, but Bandai Namco already said that that's not feasible for them in terms of profitability. So we'll see if it ever happens though. I would like it too. Square needs to remake the best Final Fantasy. 9 would be a great remake. 9 would be pretty good. I think that would be fun to remake 9. Let's see. Oh yeah, guys, be careful what you want, because Secret of Mana remake was really bad. Yeah, then it was so bad, and then they had to remake Trials of Mana, and then they did a good job, right? Like Trials of Mana, it wasn't remade to look like Octopath, right? Even though that was pixel art and all that, it has its, Trials of Mana has its own style, has its own distinction in terms of what they interpreted, what it would look in a somewhat modern setting. It doesn't have the supreme graphics like Final Fantasy VII, but at the time, Trials of Mana wasn't a huge, massive budget game. Square Enix actually never made, Secret of Mana was never a massive budget game. Yes, it was sizable, but it wasn't Square Enix's like, oh my gosh, we're going to Secret of Mana. It was just something to do outside of Final Fantasy. And they were still like getting the first pieces of Chrono Trigger together. Chrono Trigger was supposed to be like, this is the next step. It just didn't sell that way. But Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, those were supposed to be the two main cogs of Square Enix. You know, Secret of Mana was the third wheel. It was the you know, the not the redheaded stepchild, but it kind of was the redheaded stepchild. Out of what Square Enix was thinking of in the 90s, in the early 90s, out of those three franchises, definitely for sure, Secret of Mana was the lowest tiered one. So that's why they never even localized it here in the West. They just said, screw it. Who cares? Nobody cares. Do you care? Do you care? Nope, nobody cares. They just said, skip it, you know? So when it got remade, they didn't care again. You can clearly see that they didn't care. Because look at the remake. Look at the original remake of Secret of Mana, one of the most legendary franchises in terms of, on a multiplayer RPG. And they just said, They gave it literally $5 and a piece of gum to develop the game. They didn't care. So when they remade the game again, obviously they're not going to spend the type of money that they spent on Final Fantasy VII. But if they remade Chrono Trigger, it'd have to live up to what Chrono Trigger was at the time. They've never thought of Secret of Mana to be that great. To be honest, they never have. I mean, that's why the Mana, even after Trials of Mana, the Mana games were not good. They were horrible. They just weren't good. There are a lot of bad Mana games or subpar Mana games, Chrono Trigger has 3 games. One of them is a visual novel, so that doesn't count. 2 of them are really good and very expensive. Chrono Cross was very expensive, top of the line RPG on the PS1. Chrono Trigger was very expensive, top of the line cutting edge RPG on the Super Nintendo. So if they remade Chrono Trigger, it would have to be what they can do, like Dragon Quest XI is an expensive game to make. It was expensive. It was not as expensive as Final Fantasy, right? But it's expensive. It wasn't cheap to make Dragon Quest, So they'd have to do something like that, in my opinion. Every time I hear people talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake, they never mention the gameplay. The gameplay is the best thing about Final Fantasy VII Remake. It literally is. The graphics are not the best thing. I think the gameplay is the best thing about Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think the gameplay really is that great. Like, there aren't many things wrong with the gameplay in Final Fantasy VII Remake, in my opinion. It's very well done. The only thing, like, the air combat is wonky and not so good, but like Bayonetta, DMC just absolutely destroy the air combat. Yeah, the air combat's horrible. It's not good at all. But everything else is solid. The game is solid. The magic and the combat and the weapons and the upgrading, it's all very good. Very well done. Very well done. The gameplay is very good. Hey, what's up, Matthew? Hey, what's good, man? Shout outs to my boy. The combat is very satisfying. Like I said, it feels chunky, feels weighted, feels impact. Every time you hit somebody, like the sparks come flying out. Like when you do your special attacks, like it just feels great to hit people in that game. It really does. Barrett feels great to play, man. I mean, Barrett he's so much fun. Tifa feels great to play. Aerith, once you get the hang of her, I think she feels fun. She just feels like lightweighted, kind of. I mean, that's where like HD Rumble would have been good with Aerith, because like you could make like magic like shooting out, right? So if they actually had like HD, like let's say PS5, and we can play, or PS5 comes out and they have like the haptic feedback, like they can make Aerith gameplay probably feel a little bit better, because of the haptic feedback. Because she feels kind of flimsy, but at the same time, I mean, she's shooting magic, so yeah. What's up, Caesar? Hey, thanks for coming out to the stream, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Welcome. Let's see here. The combat of Final Fantasy VII bothers me because of ATB. Well, the original Final Fantasy VII was ATB. Chrono Trigger is ATB as well. So what's wrong with ATB? You are now the 69th like. Hey, there you go. Shout outs. What's good, man? You guys hit that like button. We got over 100 people watching, so we should definitely have more than 100 likes. Let's go. Yeah, what's up, Ethan R? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? How can you move around and attack but need an ATB guards to do anything else? If you're dying, you are dying, all you can do is run around and wait for it to fill. Just to heal. It's irritating. It doesn't make sense. Well, first of all, why are you trying to make sense out of an RPG? Like, it's not supposed to make complete sense. Justin, let me explain to you. ATB balances the game. If you can just heal whenever you want, or if you can just do things whenever you want, the game would be ridiculously easy even on the harder difficulties. You know what I'm saying? So what they do is they put a limit on you in terms of ATB. Whenever you want to do like a big action, for example, like curing or doing big moves that do damage, they use an ATB system, which ATB's been around for forever. You know what I'm saying? There are things that you can do to help fill your ATB faster. And there's materia that you can use. Like, for example, there's a materia that you can put on Cloud that if you block, whenever you take like damage or when you're guarding, your ATB goes quicker. So there is materia and other stuff that you can do to help that. There's even one materia that you can get that splits your ATB bar into 3, once per battle. So you get 3 bars on there, and there's all sorts of ways to build your ATB faster. as well. So I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. And once again, it balances the gameplay. Unless you want to be able to just spam all of your biggest and best moves all the time, because there's abilities and there's magic, right? Magic takes your MP, abilities don't. So it gives you the option of, hey, what am I going to do? Am I going to hit them with my magic, or am I going to hit them with like a big ability? Am I going to make somebody that's all about abilities at ATB? I'm going to make somebody that's balanced. I'm going to make somebody that's all about magic, even, with the ATB. So, I mean, I think it's about strategy and all that, but I don't see why you're upset about ATB. Like, that's good. That builds strategy and depth into the game. Like, ATB is, like I said, been around for a long time, since the old Final Fantasy games back on the on the Super Nintendo had ATB, so yeah. Rhop says, do you think a Blue Dragon's art style or Dragon Quest XI's art style would be better? Yeah, I talked about that. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how to say this name. I'm just gonna call you Double A. Said Square's redheaded stepchild was romancing Saga series and the Saga Frontier series. They don't experiment as much anymore with new RPGs. I had Saga Frontier 2 on the PS1. When I say redheaded stepchild, I'm talking about games that were actually supposed to be like at the forefront, between those three. Not necessarily everything that's been neglected. Yes, they have other stuff that's been neglected. Valkyrie Profile, that's another game that they've neglected for a long time. So I'm not talking about neglected IPs. I'm talking about in terms of like what they were doing at that time in terms of big games. They definitely treated, Secret of Mana got the raw deal in the past however many years, right? Secret of Mana definitely got the raw deal. Let's see here. No, I love the ATB system in a traditional sense. Yeah, I don't see what the problem is here then with the ATB. Anytime that you have ATB, like if you want to do an action, you should be. It uses a bar from the ATB. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. I don't see how that doesn't make sense. Or when your ATB fills up, you can use Cure. You can use an action. You can use something that's different than outside of your just regular attacking. But if you want to use a potion, or if you want to use some magic, or if you want to use a big attack, that uses one of your ATB. That makes sense to me. That's how it's always been. So yeah. Says disappointed you didn't go into full discussion on Jessie and the dime piece on the Spawncast, because Jessie's not the best girl. She's not the best girl. The best girl is one of the teachers from this place. That's the best girl. I'm good. I just wanted to get inside that house. Doesn't mean I was trying to wife her. Let's see. Good Battle Talk says I'm good. Played some games now and I'm watching some anime. Oh, never mind. You're talking to somebody else. Okay. Double A says, did you play the original Knights of the Old Republic? I did. I love that game. Going to buy it backwards compatible with the Xbox Series X. BioWare's the top of its game. Yeah, I did. I like it, but I do like Jade Empire more than that game though. House Mother's the best girl. ATB the same as SP? What are you talking about? Dana says RE7 Remake, you can play hard mode straight away, or you have to beat the game. You have to beat the game first. People mad about the ATB just want to play it like it's DMC or Bayonetta. They can't spam buttons. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's okay criticism. If somebody doesn't like that they have to build up ATB to get a post, that's just their opinion. But yeah, you can't spam in the game. You can't spam big attacks. You can't spam magic. You can't. That's true. You can't. You can't. If you want to get good at the game, you're gonna have to learn how to balance your ATB, and your attacks, and when you do things, and all of that. To me, it makes sense. RPGs are not real. You know what I'm saying? So they're not supposed to make sense like, oh, well, I can do all these other things, but I can't take a potion. I mean, yeah, like, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like, you fly into the air like 50 feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you fly into the air like 50 feet in this type of stuff. The only thing that kind of like, to me at least, which wouldn't make sense, is if like they say like, okay, well, even if you have like your ATB bar, like let's say like it takes like 2 ATBs just to have a potion. Okay, then that's like, wait a minute, why does it take 2? You know what I'm saying? Or like you can only use like this or something like that. But don't play the game on the hard mode if that's the case, because. But anyway, regardless, let's move on. But yeah, everybody's entitled to their opinion. So if he doesn't like it, then he doesn't like it. It is what it is. Hey guys, my birthday's tomorrow. Thinking about having a 12-hour live stream. Gonna have a regular Q&A show plus some game live streams. Ethan, you're stupid. Shut up. Let's see here. Caesar says, PlayerEssence, what is UR2 at Nintendo? What is your two at Nintendo have to say about the next crop of Nintendo be first party bro? Caesar, man, I don't, bro. Like what? Like what are you talking about, man? Let's hear. Mr. P says these people are going into battle with the Leroy Jenkins plan. Leroy Jenkins. Leroy Jenkins. Oh my god. Yeah, so the thing about it is that I didn't stop button mashing until about like 10 hours in. And then now, like when I got to a certain part, I learned a different strategy with Cloud, where I don't button mash at all. Where it's like you can get like you can kind of exploit things in terms of how the system works. So now I rarely ever really button mash too much. I mean, still you get little button mash happy, but yeah, Final Fantasy VII, like you want to button mash in that game. Like you want to just you just want to beat the crap out of everything in that game because it feels so satisfying. But that's gonna make you like later in the game. That's gonna make you fall asleep. You're gonna get hit with the sleep bubbles. You're gonna get hit with people poisoning you, like stabbing you in the heart. You're gonna get those things that even early in the game jump on you and just start biting the living hell out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like the problem is like later, and just like playing more and more. Like if you start button mashing, that's the type of stuff that happens to you. You just get bit, you get the hell bit out of you. You get dogs biting you, rats biting you, things biting you, put to sleep, stabbed in your heart, poisoned, silence casted on you. It can be pretty stressful at times. Let's see here. One boss in particular definitely stopped me from yeah, well, some bosses like they just put up stuff and you're like, boom, you hit them with your sword and you just go, whoa. You just see Cloud flying back like a spinning. There was this one boss, no spoilers. I hit this boss and Cloud just went, boom, just like, just like. And then one boss I was spell mashing, and he freaking Ray Lewis like shoulder slammed me, or what's that guy from the Super Mario World? Charging Chuck. He charged, and I switched over to Aerith, and you just see Cloud going like in slow motion as I'm trying to figure out what to do. Cloud's just like, oh. I'm just sitting there dying laughing at Cloud, just like the Matrix, just like, and literally. He kept, because like the time still goes, it just goes very slow. The dude literally moved like 5 inches on my screen. I just watched him go. Slowly just get bodied backwards. It was great. He just gets launched. Oh my gosh, man. You're not supposed to lose on normal mode. It's not supposed to be to where you lose. It's just supposed to, but you've had to use your cures. You've had to use your potions. You've had to use your strategy. Normal mode isn't supposed to be. It's not supposed to be hard, like really hard VC. There's nothing to brag about not dying on normal mode. It's normal. You know what I'm saying? It's normal. Most people aren't gonna die on there. Now in hard mode, that's something, if you can get past that, no problem, not dying at all, then that's something definitely to brag about. Some dude says, I think the problem is that since Final Fantasy VII is an action RPG, they make it like Final Fantasy 15. When Final Fantasy 15 is a mashing type of game, when Final Fantasy 7 isn't, it takes a little bit more patience and strategy. Well, Final Fantasy 15, it depends though. Final Fantasy 15 definitely is not. You probably shouldn't mash in that game either. The battle system works differently, but you probably shouldn't mash in that game either. But but the way that it's set up is different though. You're right about that. Why not Code Veronica? The game is a mess. We benefit hugely from being redone. Resident Evil 4 sold more. Business decision. Final Fantasy VII Remake is fired. Totally should be renamed from the remake to retelling. Doesn't compare to the original. Yeah, it definitely should have been. The marketing was handled bad on there. The marketing was definitely handled bad on there. That's for sure. But whatever, you know. Like at this point, it's like whatever. So yeah. Sorry. The world check on my phone is the worst. Okay. I was asking any news on the next batch of first party games. All we've got is what's it called? We got Xenoblade coming up, and all we've got is the Mario remake rumor stuff. We're gonna have to wait for Nintendo to put out like a Nintendo Direct or something like that, like another one. Who's Veronica and what's her code? What's her code? You need to play the game to figure it out. But yeah, the marketing definitely could have been better on there. Definitely could have been better. But I'm glad to see like Nomura, did a good job with the remake, because I was a little worried because like I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is not very good. I'll be honest, I don't think the game is very good. I have played Kingdom Hearts 3, and I just don't think Kingdom Hearts 3 is a very good game. I think that it's solid, and I think for fans they're gonna like it, but I don't think the combat's very good. Excuse me. I never thought Kingdom Hearts was that great. I'll be honest. Everybody always ranted and raved about Kingdom Hearts combat, and I never thought Kingdom Hearts combat was that great to begin with. So I might be a little biased or jaded or whatever the case is. But Nomura, I'm glad that he got this one right. I'm glad that he got this one right. So. In RE4, I really don't want to be able to move around while aiming because it would just feel wrong. And well then, hey, how about this? How about you just, whenever you shoot, you make yourself not move. You put a little self-imposed difficulty on yourself. Whenever you're shooting, don't move. Oh man, you can do that. Kingdom Hearts 3 was only good when the Remind DLC released. Before that, I would have given it Kingdom Hearts 3 a 6 out of 10. Okay, so what is it after the Remind DLC then, VC? Mac Megan says, do you feel Square making more episodes of Final Fantasy 7 will interfere with the release of Final Fantasy 16? They said it wouldn't, but I'll be honest, I think that they should just put Final Fantasy 16 on the back burner right now and just work on Final Fantasy 7. Unless they're trying to make Final Fantasy 16 like Final Fantasy 7 Remake, But I know they're not going to do what I just said, but I personally feel that they should just focus all attention on making Part 2 of Final Fantasy 7 Remake like an actual real large RPG. That's my really, like, you guys will hear more on my review, but that's like really one of my only, well not one, but I have multiple gripes, but one of my major gripes is that Final Fantasy 7 feels claustrophobic at times, feels very restrictive and claustrophobic. You could still have that same combat and you can open things up a little bit, and I think it'd be a much, much better game. And the side quests are kind of meh, but I think it'd be much better. Well, some of the side quests are meh. There's some really cool side quest stuff, but some of it's kind of meh. So if they opened up a little bit more, I think it would be a much better game, and that would get it to the 90s tier. If they had that combat and it's a bit more open and less restrictive, So yeah, less invisible walls and stuff like that. Like I think that's what gets this game to the 95, like one of the better games of all time. Is 16 not being handled by the 14 team? I don't know what's going on with that. I'm just saying they should just focus everything on Final Fantasy 7. In my opinion, that's what I would do. I would just focus everything on there. But that's just me. Let's see here. VC says, in my mind, Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind review, where I went over the game as a whole, I gave it an 8 out of 10. I didn't even see that pop up on my... I didn't even know you reviewed the game, VC. That didn't even pop up. I watch whenever your videos... They usually pop up on my dashboard, but that didn't even pop up. Stupid YouTube. Anyway, I'll go back and look at it. Give it an 8 out of 10 with all the Remind content and modes added in. Okay, so it's pretty good once they got all that added in. Some dude says, honestly, as a Kingdom Hearts fan, I feel the combat peaked at 2. 3 focused too much on being flashy instead of actual combat, which was the problem with the Dream Drop Distance as well. Yeah, Dream Drop Distance seemed a bit weird. Oh, we got a $5 donation from Matthew Wolford. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Matthew with the donation. Always supporting the stream lately. Been supporting the stream quite a bit. Let's see here. Yo, OJ, RE4 was my first RE game I owned. I used to brag that it was a GameCube exclusive. Can you play the tune from Ocarina of Time? I think everybody, all of us, like, core Nintendo fans, because all we heard from all these stupid Sony and Microsoft fans is that, oh, you're kiddie this, you're kiddie that, even though, like, we played all sorts of stuff on the GameCube. That's all you heard as a big, like, if you're a Nintendo fan. So when we got Resident Evil 4, yeah, you're damn right you brag about it. Like, oh yeah, kiddie, huh? Oh, yeah, look what we got. That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. Heck yeah, you had to. If they weren't talking so much smack all day about us being kiddie and babies and all this stuff with Mario and all this nonsense, then we wouldn't have to put it in their face so much. But yeah, I was bragging. Thank you for the $5 awesome donation, man. I appreciate that. All right. Hyrule. Let's see, remake, RE Remake was something to brag about too. Yup, RE Remake as well. I bragged about that too. Let me see here. Troy Perry says, what specific Rockstar game do you want to see ported to the Switch? to be honest, I don't care about Rockstar. But if I could pick one, the Warriors for sure. Filler Content says, all right, I already read that. I'm fairly certain that all Resident Evil games will see a remake treatment. Code Veronica will happen, but the popular titles are going to be done first. Yeah, pretty much Call Rocco. I agree with that assessment. Yeah, YouTube's slacking, but your videos are supposed to just pop up on my home screen. But sometimes they don't, so I need to make sure that I go to my... I rarely ever go to my sub feed, guys. I always just... My home screen always gives me all my videos that pop up, you know, normally. I get notifications for my certain videos that, I guess, like John's videos or RGT's videos or Dreamcast Guy's videos. Any of my crew, I watch those on my cell phone. So, because of the ad notification stuff. VC's channel isn't monetized yet, so I just watch it on my desktop. But once it's monetized, VC, you'll get moved over to the cell phone playlist. So yeah, Remake. All right, I already read that. Let's see. PS fanboys were annoying. PS fanboys weren't. I mean, you think they're annoying now? They were a lot more annoying back in the day, in my opinion. Because they not only did the PS2 sell the most, dude, they had like 5 bazillion exclusives. Like PS2 had so many exclusives. Like they had all the exclusives and they had the sales. But I was a big fan of the PS2, so it wasn't like I was like, oh well, I'm missing out. They would always, oh, Nintendo fanboy. I'm like, bro, I got a PS2. Shut up. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, I'm just like, okay. That's well, PS2. I'm just like, bro, shut up. I've got a PS2. It's great. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna play GameCube. Hey, what's up, Galaxy? Welcome to the stream. Did you subscribe yet? Make sure you subscribe. Get your official shout out. But hey, welcome to the channel. How you doing today, man? All right. Any other questions, guys? I wanted to go for about 2 hours on this stream, 2 hours or so. So before I get back to Final Fantasy and just chilling. So we got about 30 minutes. So feel free to ask me any questions or any thoughts that you guys have, or any games you've been playing, or whatever you want. This is my time to kind of talk to you guys, chill, hang out with my community because I love you guys so much. And of course, you know, get prepped. Let you guys know we do have an Elite Ninja program, right? For all the 130 people plus watches, we got an Elite Ninja program. If you want to play games against me, like Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Animal Crossing, play games with me or against me. Want to get into our exclusive Discord for the Elite Ninja, get emotes, which we're getting all retuned, and badges. Make sure you Elite Ninja up. We got a brand new 199 tier for you guys, so make sure you check that out and get into our content. We're going to be having video games tomorrow. We are going to be playing, if you're an Elite Ninja, you're going to love tomorrow. You're going to love tomorrow if you're an Elite Ninja. So stay tuned. We're going to be streaming OJ Live, but then we're going to have a lot of gameplay and stuff like that too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see here. Ethan R says, you seeing the fam for your birthday? I'm going to see my daughter probably Tuesday. I'll see her. So we're going to, I'll celebrate with her Tuesday. So a day after my birthday, but it's fine. But Tuesday, I should be able to see her. I'll take her. We're going to get some cake. And we're going to play, and we'll celebrate. I'll celebrate my birthday with her on Tuesday. Just got Link's Awakening. Love it so far. And The Witcher 3. Nice. Ace-X. There you go. What's the most important segment of RE4? That has to be in the remake. Important segment? When you first get the chains, the first time that you come across the chainsaw. TH3 says, I haven't seen the goat since your Twitter post last night. What Twitter post did I have last? Oh, the super chat thing. He's probably busy with Easter Sunday. So yeah, screw the goat. Neo 2 seems to be a bust. I hope Team Ninja works on Ninja Gaiden 4. Neo 2's not a bust. It sold pretty well in Japan, and I don't think it's doing horrible in terms of worldwide sales. I don't think it's a bust. Game reviewed well too. Filler Content says, who do you think is the worst Smash Bros. Character in terms of how well they represent the series they are from? I think Little Mac is the worst designed character, but it's very cognizant of Little Mac. The Little Mac can get the crap beat out of him, and like, for the most part, Little Mac's pretty resilient and tough. And yeah, he never jumps, so that's true. I think, but I don't like his design, but I mean, Little Mac is a character that I don't like. I don't like the way that he plays. But it is what it is there. Yo, Carl Rocco with the $5 donation. Thank you so much with the $5. Says early happy birthday. Thank you so much, Carl Rocco. I appreciate the $5 donation. I'm trying to look through the roster in terms of how they play and everything. But shout outs to Carl, man. Thank you for the support. And Carl, that actually makes you the top stream ninja. Yo, let's go. Carl Rocco with the $5 donation, becoming the top stream ninja. And thank you for using Streamlabs too, Carl. I appreciate that, man. That's a really big help. So thank you for the birthday present. Hopefully, I wanted to get some red velvet cake and put it in the refrigerator so me and my daughter can have some red velvet cake, because that's my favorite type of cake is red velvet cake. But Popeyes didn't have any of the red, like the little small red velvet cakes, so I couldn't even get that. So I'm gonna see if I can go somewhere. I'm gonna see where I can find a red velvet cake. Red velvet cake is really good. If you put it to the refrigerator and chill it a bit, it tastes delicious. Popeye's red velvet cake, the little small squares, are so good. They're so good. So yeah. Make it? I'm not gonna make my own red velvet cake. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna spend all day doing that. Okay, Volky. Hey, what's up, Volky? Did I not say hi to you, man? How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. I don't know. I'm thinking about some other characters, and most of the characters represent themselves pretty well, I think. Most of the time, I think all the characters play very well and represent how they are. But I would say Little Mac probably could have a couple different design choices. I think that would be good. But pretty much all the characters represent themselves really well. They do a good job with all of the characters. I don't think there's anything that I can say outside of I don't like Little Mac's design. But every character is represented very well in terms of what they can do and all that. Like all their moves. Like Sakurai plays all these games. He knows what he's doing with that. So I think the only character I can think of is Little Mac. Red velvet cake is good, but if you eat too much, it starts tasting bad. Well, that's why they give you just a little portion. And red velvet cakes usually aren't big. Like when you see a red velvet cake, you usually don't see a huge red velvet cake. You know, you just see they're usually smaller, like maybe this big. Maybe they're not like huge, like a big old huge cake. They're usually smaller because yeah, if you eat too much, it will kind of make you kind of like you know. So that's why you just eat it in small portions. Let's see here. Reggie Fils-Aimé, weren't you supposed to DM me on Twitter about like a giveaway thingy that we're supposed to be doing? So I don't know if that was you, Reggie, or the other Reggie Fils-Aimé that we have. But shout outs to Juice Man Vaughn with the $6 holla. Okay, let's go. Juice Man Vaughn becoming the top stream ninja with the $6. Put them dollars in your pockets. I appreciate that, Juice Man. JMV. And we're going to have a new animation probably for like 5 and up too, maybe. I'm not sure. Thinking about that. I don't want to know if I want it to be the dollars in your pockets for 5 and up, but we'll see. Anyway, Juice Man Vaughn with the $6, becoming the top stream ninja and the stream Hokage. Thank you so much, Juice Man Vaughn. JMV, appreciate that. And let's go ahead and get your music going here, and we're gonna get some Carl Rocco. If you got some Mega Man music or something that you want me to play, feel free to drop it in the chat, bro. Frostman, we're gonna play Frostman theme though first. All right. Let's see. Still hate Mii's, right? Yeah, Mii's are stupid, but Mii's aren't actual real characters. They're just stupid Mii's. Oh, work has been killing with the extra hours. Okay, cool, Reggie. Yeah, was that you? Okay. Yeah, no problem, man. Let DM me. And we're gonna see what we're gonna do for that. Forgot to say Happy Easter. Hey, J2 Blue, Happy Easter, my boy. Happy Easter. I don't like the battle soundtrack of RE7 Remake. It's not engaging enough. It's not good enough. Xenoblade Chronicles got a better battle combat soundtrack. I mean, I don't know, man. I'll be honest, dude. Rain Tribe, I don't know where far you are in the game, but there's a part that you get to where there's like a certain thing, and man, is that gameplay, is that combat music hitting, bro. Oh my god, it hits. Like, Xenoblade has great music, and yeah, I like it a bit more, like Tornas and stuff like that, but no, there's parts where that combat music hits in Final Fantasy VII Remake. So just wait a little bit more. Yeah, not all the normal themes are that great, but wait till you get to some other places and some of the combat themes in this certain area that you get to. It hits, bro. It hits really good. So yeah. Or Bunny Day if you're playing Animal Crossing. I'm done with Animal Crossing until after the bunny stuff. I didn't even play in the tournament, the fishing tournament yesterday or whatever. I didn't play until those eggs are done. I'm not playing the game, so I'm done with eggs, you know. But yeah, Xenoblade music's crazy good, but Final Fantasy VII Remake has crazy good music, like crazy good music. The music in that game is amazing. The music in that game is phenomenal. Like it's really good. Like whenever you fight that's a spoiler. Whenever you fight certain things or other things, like bosses or other things, Dude, the music is so good. It's so good. So yeah. Playing Animal Crossing on my band Switch, so no eggs. Nice. Is Room Factory 4 any good? I've played Room Factory before. Yeah, I've heard that Room Factory is really good. I heard I heard that's really good. The what's it called, Room Factory. I haven't played it myself yet, Room Factory 4, but everyone that's played it that's came here said that it's really good. I consider me's troll characters. Yeah, you trolled me with your stupid Party Man, what was that character that you used against me? That me that you used against me, dude, that I literally almost lost to because I was so annoyed that I was fighting a me? Like, who was that supposed to be? Well, no, we're not. In terms of the ending, I'm not ruining anything when it comes to the ending and all that, guys. We're not talking about that. If it sucks or if it's good, that's not something that we're not going to discuss. Party Man says ugly Goku. Why'd you reject your message? Ugly Goku? Some dude says, bruh, I don't know how you did it, but you made me buy Animal Crossing. I don't regret it. I got it for a friend and my brother. Nice, some dude. Animal Crossing is good. It's a great way to just play, enjoy, relax, and play the game. Now that we finally have regular stuff back after, I'm going to be playing Animal Crossing pretty much portable until I play with you guys. I'm going to be streaming other stuff, but Animal Crossing is going to be my go-to portable game, you know, before I go to sleep and stuff like that. Ugly Goku. Got you. Ugly Goku. See, this is the type of stuff that people do with me's. You know, this is the type of stuff that people do with me's. You know? JMV, we're going to play another song for you, man, for taking the top stream and just spot board. So we're going to go ahead and play one more for you. And I think you'll like this one. This has literally become like my favorite song, man. Like, this has become like my favorite song. Me Brawler is so fun. No, he's not. I had to yeetus deletus all the me's from my everything. I've got no me's. They're not even on the character select screen. Yeetus deletus. Anybody picks a me against me, I'm picking random. I'm going LTG. Not quite. I'm going LTG light when it comes to me's. You know, usually he would just ban you and kick you out of the room, or just anytime anybody picks a me, I'm going random. I don't care. I ain't losing to any me anymore. I'm not losing to a me. I don't care about me's. You pick a me, I'm going random. Strange Sunset is a bop. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm the music stuff nerd. So well composed, yeah. I look, you wanted to see your reaction. I beat you with the me. I would have been upset. I would have been upset if I would have lost, because I SD'd. Dude, I freaking SD'd with Lucina in that game against you. I was like, oh, wow. Now I gotta actually try hard. Like, I actually gotta try to win, like hard. Like, usually when I play against me's, like, somebody uses a me, I'm like, whatever. I'll just play if it's like, whatever. I usually beat them because they're me's. But, like, I freaking SD'd and I'm playing against you. You're good at the game. So I'm like, damn, and then I gotta actually try. Because I was just playing like, oh, whatever, you know, like, me. Let me just out frame data you with Lucina, but then I freaking SD. One of these I'm gonna try to beat OJ with. VC used to beat with Me Gunner back in the day before I knew how to fight against Me Gunner. And then I got better because then like he beat me a couple times with Me Gunner. Then he kept on using it. And I'm like, all right, let me know how to fight against Me Gunner. And then I fought against him. Then I just beat him every single time after that. And then he stopped using Me Gunner against me. I haven't lost to a me since then. That was the last time, in terms of playing against you guys, that I lost to a me. Was when I VC's Me Gunner, like, in 2019, like early 2019 or something like that, or 2018. Hey, OJ, may I hear the Mako mission theme from Final Fantasy VII Remake? Absolutely, Mr. Carl Rocco. I got that for you. We'll get that going right after this song, all right, man? Speaking of Smash, Chuba destroyed VC yesterday. Chuba destroys everybody. He destroyed me too. So, I mean, like, there's no shame in losing to Chuba. He literally almost got PR'd in a region with Tannen, you know, who's a Smash champion, Smash 4 champion. So, I mean, Chuba plays in a tough region. Chuba gets good practice. Like, Chuba's very good. He's top level. He's a top level, like, potential player. Like, if Chuba decided to actually go in, like, go all in on Smash Brothers, he could be at Evo, a top 8. Honestly, like, he's that good. Chuba has the potential to be a top 8, like, a top Smash Brothers player. So, losing to Chuba, there's no shame in that. He has the potential. He's not there yet, but he has the potential to be a top Smash Brothers player if he went all in. I don't know if he's gonna go all in though, because he's got school. He's got school and other stuff. But if he went all in, he could be a top player, like as in PR top player in the world. So no shame there. All right, take it easy, Animator. Thanks for coming out. Well, Party Man, if you went all in, Party Man, you could be a top player too. Anybody can be. If you go all in, all you need is the basis, like the groundwork. If you go all in, you could be a top player too. I think personally, I could be a top player if I went all in. At one point, I swear, I kid you not, I felt that I was good enough to be up there in Smash 4 with Sheik. At one point, I was literally playing the game 7 hours a day. Like at night, I would go to work, like when I had my regular day job, I would go to work dead tired from getting 3 to 4 hours because I was practicing to be a Smash 4 player. And this was before a lot of you guys even joined up or even knew anything, but I was literally practicing and playing and going my locals, winning locals, going to some of the other tournaments, winning some of the tournaments up north, stuff like that in Fresno and things like that. Like I was playing and I thought at one point I was like, yo, I think I can be good enough to be a top player. But then life kicked in, you know, obviously family kicked in, all that other stuff like work kicked in. I started getting a bigger following on YouTube and all that. So that kicked in and I couldn't really extend. But like if you go all in, you can do it, you know? No, this was no ordinary beating. This was a stop playing Smash forever, butt whooping. Okay, it was that bad. well, yeah. I mean, if he's using Wolf, dude, Wolf is tough to deal with. So yeah, but there's been times where I've been bodied by Chuda, you know. So it happens. It happens. Let's see. I told VC he will never beat my Wolf with K. Rool again. Well, that's a bad matchup for K. Rool. Although K. Rool has some tools to kind of annoy Wolf off stage. So, and like, there's certain jank that he can do. So that'll be tough. That'll be tough. But yeah, man. All right, let's go ahead and get this next track here from Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, this one's always hard to find normally. Yeah, this one's, oh gosh. Okay, here we go. You definitely could, man. We should trade up. Man, I can't. I just can't put as much time into it as I would like. I would love to be a Smash Brothers pro, but to be honest, like, if there was more money involved in being a Smash pro, I definitely would have tried to be a Smash pro. Like, if Smash was like League of Legends, or if Smash was like, you know, even if it had the type of money that like Overwatch or Call of Duty has, oh, absolutely, I would have kept on putting the time into it. But there's not enough money. Sorry. Oh wow, I hit my knee on my desk. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, there's not enough money in Smash for me to stop all the stuff that I'm doing and go into it. You know, like that. Let's see, if being a Smash Bros. Viable, I would practice 6 hours. Yeah, it's just not super viable unless you're like naturally kid talented, like you're like MKLeo or something like. Unless you're like, you know, prodigy type of talent, it's not worth being a Smash Pro. Like you've got to have like that gene, that hand-eye coordination. Which, by the way, hand-eye coordination, that's a skill. Okay, so people that have hand-eye coordination, you're blessed with that. You know what I'm saying? You were given that. Now you can work on it to know what you're doing to refine it. But hand-eye coordination is a God-given talent, or is a talent that you're born with. The potential for your hand-eye coordination varies from person to person. Some people just have superior hand-eye coordination. And those are the people that should really get into Smash and like play. Those are the people that are good. Sam Sora, Esam, Zero when he was playing, Nairo, all those guys, they'll tell you, yes, practice makes perfect. Yes, they practice, but they were born with superior hand-eye coordination. That's better than yours. For you to overcome them, you're going to have to work harder than them to beat their natural talent, and that is extremely difficult to do. That's why it's the same people always at the top every single Smash game, for the most part, right? You're going to get MK Leo, you're going to get Sam Sora, Esam. All that varies is their character. And if their character is better in one game than a different game, then obviously their results are going to be different. Sam Sora is getting better results, not because he's way better now than he was before, it's because Peach is way better now than he was. He's always been absolutely incredible at the game. Peach is just a much better character, and that's who he resonates with naturally as a player, you know? So that's just basically how what happens, what's going down, you know? So yeah. My region is definitely tough. Lots of really good players. We got players like Riddles, Black Twins, JW going to our monthlies and weeklies. Yeah, a lot of talent. Australia is cutthroat in Smash. Really? Didn't a King K. Rool win a major in Australia one time? You heard it here first. Y'all trash. Compared to some of these prodigies, yeah, we're trash. But like I said, there are some people, like, for example, like Chuba. Chuba's good enough that if he practices, he can overcome, you know, what he didn't get with, you know, with like MK Leo and stuff like that. He can overcome it. There's obviously ways to overcome it. There's many ways to overcome it, and it's also a skill that you can build up too. Hand-eye coordination can also be built up. It can be learned. It can be expanded upon. It can be leveled up. You know, it's just that some people start off with a bigger pool than other people, right? So some people start off at level 10 where you started off at level 1 and you have to play catch up. You know, that's the problem. It's like, okay, how do I get to catch up to this person? And it's really hard to level up. It takes a lot of experience, you know, a lot of experience points to level up. So that's the biggest issue, is leveling up what you didn't have with at the beginning. So for example, I'll give you guys another one. I mean, obviously this is like when I was younger, I was just like, before I even trained or before I even did anything, I was just faster than all the kids. I was just faster than them. I didn't do anything to be faster than them, but when I was 3 years old, 4 years old, running out there, I was just faster than them. And I don't recall training or running or anything. I was just faster. Same thing goes, 5th, 6th, like as I got older and older, I didn't really train. I mean, yeah, I rode my bike and I did other things, but I did everything all the other kids did, but I was faster than all of them. Just naturally, you know? So that's the thing. That's the thing with hand-eye coordination. It's just a skill that you're just born with, and some people are way further down the line than other people. What can you do? You got to train. You got to get better, you know? Why the heck is that no backseat? I swear I turned off that backseat gaming thing. What the heck? I turned it. What the heck? I turned it off. Let me turn off Cloudbot and turn it back on. Timers. Is there a command for it? There's not a command for it. So let me turn it off and turn it back on. I turned that off. Be like Rock Lee, work hard until you're OP, then have someone cripple you. Yeah, but then he recovered though. He recovered nicely. Let's see here. we're all trash. We're all trash. I was not born with good hand-eye coordination, I'll be honest. A good video game hand-eye coordination. Like when it comes to sports, I was born with like, you know, good coordination when it comes to sports. Like I could catch a football, I could run, I can jump, basketball I wasn't good at though. Like basketball is something like I didn't know how to dribble. Like I had to learn that. There are some people that were really good at that, but I was just really good at naturally running, jumping, kicking a ball, stuff like that. But like basketball is something that I had to really learn how to play. I had no skill. Like I looked ridiculous playing. People would make fun of me when I would play basketball when I was young because I didn't know how to shoot, didn't know how to do anything. Because like basketball's hard. But then I practiced and I practiced and I practiced. My dad got us a basketball hoop that you put on like your garage, right? Like you just put right up on there, and then I think it was like third grade or fourth grade, I just started shooting. Every day I would shoot for about 3 or 4 hours after school. I would just dribble and shoot. Then my brother would come out there and he would like dribble and shoot, and I'd play against him and he'd beat me every single time. And I just did that. I literally played basketball after school for when I was in 3rd and 4th grade. Once my dad put up that hoop, I would play after I did my homework for 3 hours for pretty much 2 years straight. Because I didn't make the basketball team when I was in 4th grade. I was pissed. Even though it was only 5th and 6th graders, I was mad. I was like, I'm good enough to play. But when I was in 3rd grade and when I was in 4th grade, all I did was just play for 3 to 4 hours afterwards. Just shoot, constantly shoot, drive to the basket, layup, drive to the basket, jump up, and then eventually I got competent after 2 years of shooting, watching Michael Jordan, watching all the basketball players, trying as hard as I can, but I sucked, dude. And one time I remember one time I was at school and like the older kids were playing basketballs in 3rd grade and like, hey, you want to play? We need a player. I'm like, I got all nervous because like the 4th and 5th graders were playing. And I went over there, I was like, okay, and like they kept on, like they passed the ball to me, and like I didn't know how to shoot, so I kind of went like this, and they were like, what the heck? What type of shot is that? And I'm just like, I don't know how to play. So I went home because like they were making fun of me, so I went home crying. I told my brother, and he's like, all right, let's play, man. And like when my brother told my dad that my dad went out and bought us like for like my like Christmas or whatever, he went out and bought us a basketball hoop to put on the back there, and then because I came home crying. So I came home crying because they were making fun of me. So then I just trained so much, and then I got pretty good at basketball. I played all the way up until high school, and then I think like my junior year I stopped playing basketball. But yeah, WWE anytime, OJ. What are you talking about? When you get old, reaction time is getting bad too. Yeah, it depends. To be honest, man, I don't know. I've gotten a little bit sharper when it comes to reaction time lately. I've been more alert, but I think that's because of forensic files, not because of anything else. Yo, your Serenity, my chaos with the Toby Buster. Let's go. We haven't seen that in a little bit. Yo, let's get it. My boy, your Serenity, my chaos with the $15 holla. And he says, happy Easter. Glad you are loving Final Fantasy VII Remake. Can you play the oppressed Bex badasses from Final Fantasy VII Remake? All right, sure, I can play that for you, no problem. Thank you for the support, and shout outs to the 170 people plus watching. I appreciate you guys. Welcome to the stream. You usually do those super chats, man, so I was kind of surprised to see that. But thank you for the 15. You guys give some love, respect, and emotes to your chaos, my Serenity. Thank you, man. I appreciate the support. I really do. That means a lot to me. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Press Bex. Bex. Okay, here we go. This music is so stupid. Thank you for the 15 though. All right, you become top stream ninja as well. I'm just gonna call you your chaos for short with the 15. Guys, give some love. El Chuba says, you guys were big motivators for me to get back into Smash 4 and get good along with my cousin constantly beating me. Thanks for the sincerely. Yeah, thank you, party man. You help me keep me on my toes whenever I play. That's for sure. What's up, Cool Breeze? Let's see. I love basketball, but I'm too short to play. You're never too short to play. Unless you're like 4'1". Unless you're like 4'1". Do you enjoy Xenoblade Chronicles 2 more than Final Fantasy VII Remake? Xenoblade Chronicles 2 more than Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think that there's aspects of Final Fantasy VII Remake that I like more than Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but I don't know about overall enjoyment, because I like to have that open-ended area, you know, for that. But there's definitely some aspects that I like more in Final Fantasy VII Remake. But yeah, maybe. I like Torna more than I like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 though, so maybe I would put Final Fantasy VII Remake over 2, but I have to finish it. But I don't think I put it over Torna, but I'm definitely gonna I have to wait for that. But I'm definitely probably put it above Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Yeah. Probably gonna pick up Final Fantasy VII Remake up on Tuesday. Hey, there you go. Just bought Blaze Blue for the Switch yesterday. Sounds good. Let's see here. Yeah, Chuba's definitely the best Smash Brothers player that we got here. When Clueless comes around, he's pretty good too. Party Man obviously is pretty good. You know, we all have VC's good. We got good players. TH3 is good. We got good players for sure. Hey, what's up, Andre? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing today? Welcome. Any other questions, boys and girls? Shout out to everybody who's watching. I didn't expect this many people to watch today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Just want to let you guys know that tomorrow, we do have what's it called? We do have a stream for birthday stream tomorrow. So hopefully you guys can all come out tomorrow. And the worst is me, Dia. No, you're dead, but Gunslinger. On a serious note, you're not the worst for sure. I got a surprise for Chuba next tourney for Smash. Do you? Chuba's here. You can let him know. Arn says, "Wait a minute. Did you just try to say TH3 is good? Nah, he trash. Oh man, that's something you got to talk about with TH3. Thoughts on Death Stranding? Death Stranding's trash. Death Stranding's not a good game. There's a lot of people that try to peddle it as a good game, but it's not a good. I don't think Death Stranding's a good game. I think Death Stranding is I think it's like a movie production. With some entertaining elements to it, but overall, I don't think Death Stranding's a good game. I think Death Stranding has a good screenplay. Maybe it's a good writing, good voice acting, good graphics, but as a game, I think it's trash. And anybody who sits there and tries to push that as a really good game, that's their opinion. You know, they can push it as whatever they want, but I don't feel Death Stranding's a very good game. I don't think it is, and I don't think I don't think it's anywhere near as good as Hideo Kojima's previous work, which is Metal Gear Solid, which at the end of the day, you are compared against your previous games, and Death Stranding doesn't hold a candle to Metal Gear Solid. Not a single candle to Metal Gear Solid. And that's the thing that I hate the most about Death Stranding stance, is that they'll sit there and peddle this game as amazing, yet they've played. Now some of these people haven't played Kojima's best game, so you can't hold that against them. And like I said, I'm not mad if somebody likes Death Stranding. Whatever, they like it. They like it, it's fine. That's great. If they love it, people are allowed to have their opinion. Let me make sure that I say that so people don't come on me and say that I'm making fun of people or I'm giving shots at people. Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that, here, I'll just say this. Exclude other people. This is just my opinion. Nobody else is involved, so skip this. Death Stranding is trash compared to Hideo Kojima's best work. Compared to Metal Gear, Twin Snakes, or Metal Gear Solid, the original, compared to Metal Gear Solid 2, compared to Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Solid 4, and dare I say Metal Gear Solid 5. Death Stranding doesn't even come close. All of those games, and then here's all of them. Here's Twin Snakes 2, 3, 4. They're all here, and here's Death Stranding. Like, they're all up here, and then Death Stranding's here. I don't want to sit here and say this is a great Hideo Kojima game. I don't. Now, if you like it, that's fine. If you think the game is great, that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I respect that. But compare, like, how most people compare things. So, like, for example, with, like, you know, Miyamoto, we look at what Miyamoto's done, and then we compare it to what he's done. We look at Mario games or the creator, or Zelda, or Anuma-san, or Nomura-san, and we compare them and say, okay, well, is this better than what he's done? What has it done? Death Stranding is not as good as, that is not as good as Metal Gear. It's just not. It's not, I don't think it's a good game. I don't think it's a good game, and I don't think it's anywhere near as good as Metal Gear. And that's my problem with the game. It's nowhere near as good. I'm expecting a certain level of quality from Kojima, and it's not there. Just like we expect a certain level of quality from Paper Mario, and when it tanked, we said it tanked. Even though some people think the games are good, nah, Paper Mario games are kind of trash. Are they actual, like, legitimately the worst games out there? No, Paper Mario games like Sticker Star and all that are not the worst games out there. But compared to what it was before, compared to what they did before, yeah, that game's kind of trash, you know? So that's kind of how I see Death Stranding. When it comes to Kojima, compared to Metal Gear Solid, it's trash. Now, by itself, individual game, sure, it's not the worst game in the world. It's probably fine. It's fine. I played it, but it's really boring. It's kind of trash. Just walk around. It's just boring. I mean, like, bad controls, like tilting and all this stuff, delivering packages. I don't care what the message is overall at the end of the game. Like, it's just not fun. It's not a very fun game. And I've played it. The controls aren't very good either. I don't think the controls are great either. Don't like balancing packages. That's stupid. It's boring. Anyway, that's that. That's my rant on that. I progressively like Kojima's games less and less. Yeah, I think that that's true. I would say that for me, Metal Gear Solid 1 is phenomenal. Very good. Twin Snakes proves how good Metal Gear Solid 1 is. Metal Gear, or the, not Metal Gear Solid 1, but the Metal Gear Solid, like, you know, the PlayStation Metal Gear Solid. That's a great game, right? So we're just going to start from there, because he did do the other Metal Gear Solid, like NES or whatever, Commodore, or whatever the case was, like those old Metal Gears. But we're talking like the new Metal Gear, new age Metal Gear, like, you know, with all that, like how Kojima has it from the PS1. That's phenomenal. That's a great game. Twin Snakes, great game. Metal Gear Solid 2, fantastic game. Metal Gear Solid 3, not my favorite, but it's still really, really good. Metal Gear Solid 4, absolutely phenomenal game. Spectacular game, Metal Gear Solid 4. Metal Gear Solid 5, don't like it, but it's a good game. Don't like it, but it's a good game. I don't like it as much as the other Metal Gear Solids, because I'm comparing it to his previous work. I don't think Metal Gear Solid 5 is as good, but it's still a good game. Death Stranding is not even... Dude, it's not even near Metal Gear Solid 5, which I think is Kojima's weakest out of the 5 Metal Gears, you know, afterwards. That's his weakest. It's not as good as the Metal Gear PSP games. Acid, Portable Ops, Death Stranding it's not even as good as those games that he made. You know what I'm saying? Like those games ran at 20 frames per second on the PS. I remember playing it on the PSP in 20 frames per second. I'd rather play Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops or Metal Gear Solid Acid than that, you know, than Death Stranding. So that's just my take on it. I think that it's a blunder when it comes to Kojima. I don't think it's a good Kojima game, you know. So yeah, that's my thought. But like I said, if you like it, if you love it, if you think it's good, if you think that it's a great game, that's fine. Like that's cool. Play the game, enjoy it. Your opinion, just because of my opinion, doesn't mean that it invalidates your opinion. You know, that's one thing I want to make sure that we're being objective here. Just because my opinion doesn't invalidate what you think. If you think it's a top tier game, or if it's the best game, or really good game, or if you disagree with me, that's fine too. I'm cool with that. I'm just trying to say like Metal Gear Solid, I'm just trying to say that it's nowhere near as good as Metal Gear Solid. That's the problem that I have. I'm used to a certain level of quality, and it's just not there. From Kojima, that is. Can't wait for the part 2 of the N64 GameCube debate with you and Baron, bro. We need to do that. I think the ghost creatures should have been more like the ones from the Bird Box. It would have been a more interesting game. I think there should have been side quests, and there should have been regular combat and upgrades and normal upgrades and leveling, and there should have just been stuff to do instead of just a big empty open area where you're connecting this America with random people online that you go away, then come back, all of a sudden there's a bridge there or something. I think it should have been a normal game with actual side quests and stuff to do normally, not this weirdo package delivery UPS simulator game, you know? Let's see. I'd love to see if we get a Metal Gear Solid collection come to Switch. Yeah, but that takes Konami. I think Jimmy needs to someone that can dial him back a bit. That's not going to happen. He's a super rich producer with an ego the size of Japan. You know, he's not gonna dial things back a bit. If anything, he's gonna go in more. He got his money. Let's see. Mocat says, I think, I already read that. Some dude says, honestly, man, even the Metal Gear Solid spin-offs were better in my opinion. They were. Portable Ops, Spec Ops, stuff like that. Absolutely. Acid. Yeah. The games, well, not Metal Gear Solid, not Survival, not that game. The games that we wanted to be and had a decent story. Portable Ops, Acid, Peace Walker, easily top. Yeah, Peace Walker was great. Peace Walker is fantastic. Peace Walker is very, very good. Then they kind of put it in HD. If you have not played Peace Walker, play Peace Walker on your PS3 or 360, the collection. Very underrated and good Metal Gear Solid game. You want Kojima at near his best with a little bit more of a limited budget. So like, hey, you can't go all out, you know, that because he has to actually build gameplay mechanics into the games. You know, with those the PSP and the spin-off games were great because Kojima had to think outside of the box, right? Because he wasn't given a budget and the team size to make this massive, you know, spectacular game. They're like, hey, we need you to we need Metal Gear. We need a new Metal Gear game, but we need you to, you know, leverage with this amount of money. So Kojima's like, all right, we're going to make some actual games here. So there's nice little, like the Spec Ops, like there's just like these little things that they do in them. And it's like, man, that's cool. It's like a real game, you know, it's like a real game, you know, it's not like this, you know, movie experience type of thing that sometimes that Metal Gear games can turn into. The portable games were like, were really cool in that way. They had more gameplay built into them. So I love the portable games. I love Spec Ops and Acid and all that stuff. That stuff was great, man. I love those. And Peace Walker was my favorite. Out of all the portable games, Peace Walker is my favorite one. They should bring that to Switch. I think they should take Peace Walker and put it on the Switch. I think it'd do really well. I'd pay 40, $50 for Peace Walker on the Switch. Absolutely. Heck, I might even pay $60 for it. I would pay 60 for Peace Walker. Like an HD re-release of Peace Walker on the Switch, absolutely, I'd pay for that. Why are people asking for the N64 versus GameCube debate? We already crushed Baron and Avedon and Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are both on the GameCube. Yeah, that's true. It was so funny because we were talking about that on the Spawncast, and like I was trying to convince MVG, and like I can see that MVG was deep in thought about every time that I brought up a game. At first he was like, "Oh, but the N64." I was like, "All right, so MVG, you know, what about you ever heard of this game called Resident Evil 4?" He's like, yeah, Resident Evil 4. I was like, yeah, what about Resident Evil the GameCube? He's like, yeah, that one. I'm like, yeah, well, what about, you know, Beautiful Joe? He's like, oh, yeah, there's that one. I'm like, hey, anybody like Metal Gear? Metal Gear fans? Everyone's like, oh, Metal Gear Solid Twin Snake. It's just like, oh, like it's like the third party support starts to roll. Like I said, the top 10, like VC, like we were talking, like the top 10, top 20, N64 can go blow to blow with anybody, right? The top games, top 10, top 20, N64 can punch with the best of them. But it's when you start getting outside of that, that's when things start going like, that's when things, because then like you start running into killers. You start running into like Skies of Arcadia, Bots and Kaitos, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. You start running into those games on the GameCube. You start running into like the better sports games, Beautiful Joe. You start running into all that stuff like Tales of Symphonia, and you're like, oh snap, I have nothing to counter it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like GameCube has the Metroid Primes, GameCube has Sunshine, GameCube has, you know, Sluggers. It has the first party support, as Luigi's Mansion. So it can go toe to toe a bit with the N64, but it's once you get past that top 15, top 20, that's when the N64 just starts to get absolutely destroyed, because you start bringing in all the games that I started talking about. You start bringing in all that. You start bringing in stuff like Eternal Darkness, you know, and like there's no answer. There's no answer on the N64 to all of these other types of games, you know. That's the problem, you know. N64 has Buck Bumble, so N64 wins. There you go. Can we get Gordo's solo game? Maybe. TH3 says Baron was annoying as hell out of me on the N64 debate. Dude was flexing about how the N64 had all the damn games, but mentioned only 15 and said Perfect Dark. It was 80 bajillion times. Yeah, that's true. He did. But the thing about it is like Perfect Dark, and like there's nostalgia tied to Perfect Dark and also to GoldenEye, because they were like the first of their kind of like N64 and all that stuff. So like it was crazy. But if you go back and look at it, seriously, like Nightfire is not that bad. Like if you go, obviously it doesn't have the impact. Yo, Christian Cruz, thank you for the subscription. Obviously it doesn't have the impact of Perfect Dark and all that, but dude, Nightfire is actually not that bad of a 007 game. It's okay. It's pretty good. It's really not bad. Like if you go back and play, it's not bad. Yes, it doesn't have the impact of all that, but if you went back and played like Perfect Dark compared to Nightfire plays better than Perfect Dark or N64 right now at this point on the native systems. And Nightfire is not a bad game. No, it's not the best 007 game, blah, blah, blah. I know, but it's not horrible. Like, you can't just dismiss Nightfire on the GameCube, and you can't dismiss Time Splitters. Yes, these games aren't as big as the games that he mentioned, but those are two pretty good first-person shooters on the GameCube. You know, Time Splitters 2 is amazing. That game is phenomenal on the GameCube. Like, it is really good, you know? Like, you can't dismiss that. Buck Bumble can't beat Donkey Konga though. It can't, dude. Well, maybe it can. Some dude says Peace Walker with the other online servers on Switch, I'd easily drop 64. The mission stories were so good, man. Easily Kojima at his peak. He showed what he can be done on a budget. Exactly. That's what I like about the portable games, because it's on a budget, so he has to build in more gameplay mechanics. He doesn't have the money for set pieces, right? Set pieces and cinematic cameras and angles and voice acting, all that crap costs a lot of money. Gameplay, where you're building in extra missions and fetch quests and certain gameplay aspects, that doesn't cost as much. Developers have been doing that in their sleep. It's the cinematic angles, the cutscenes, and all the dramatic crap that happens within games that cost a lot of money, because you have to do animation, rendering. All that stuff is expensive. Animating and rendering. Look at The Last of Us. No gameplay mechanics, hella rendering, hella animations, hella cutscenes, hella voice acting. That's why Last of Us is so expensive. But you have a game that's like, you know, like a Xenoblade, Nowhere near as much in terms of like in terms of animations and rendering and all that stuff. They got some stuff here and there, but nowhere near as much. But a lot of gameplay aspects to it. So a game, even though Xenoblade is like 15 million times bigger than The Last of Us, it costs nowhere near as much to make. See what I'm saying, guys? GameCube even had Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. It did. Which I did bring that game up. In my opinion, MG3 is Kojima's best work. MG3 is great. Metal Gear Solid 3 is really good. It's a great game. I personally like Twin Snakes the most, followed by probably Metal Gear Solid 4, and then followed by Metal Gear Solid 2, and then followed by Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, and then Metal Gear Solid 5 probably after that, or something else like Spec Ops or Portable Ops or whatever the case. One of those games. All right, Sonic Adventure is where it's at. Sonic Adventure, I don't know if that's where it's at. Perfect Dark is much better than GoldenEye. You're right about that. Perfect Dark is definitely much better. And if you play Perfect Dark on the 360, like Rare Replay Perfect Dark, that's actually really good too. It shows how good the game is if it was, better graphics, modernized a little bit. Like Perfect Dark is a great game. It really is a great game. And yes, it's better than Nightfire. Like if you play the 360 version, yes, it's better than Nightfire. I agree. But the N64 version of Perfect Dark is not better, in my opinion. I don't think it's better than Nightfire in terms of now. But back then, yes. Like impact for impact, yeah, Perfect Dark's better. Yes, GoldenEye is better. Yes, both of those games are better. But if you play them now, like going back, retro, like, what's aged better? Obviously, Time Splitters and Nightfire have aged better. So yeah, this is kind of my thoughts. I don't know. Chain Lightning says, "Sub OJ, are you correct about? You are so correct about Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. What do you think about the rumor RE4 remake? I think it's coming. I personally would like something else, but it is what it is. Since FE7 remake into a modern game currently hit, do you think Square Enix can do the same for other legendary games like Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger? Absolutely, Chris, or Christ, absolutely, man. I would love to see that. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pachinko? Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pachinko would be good. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pachinko. Is that what you want, VC? You want some Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pachinko? Who wants Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pachinko? Sorry, guys. Let me text my wife real quick. She's wishing me a happy birthday. Let's see here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pachinko? Hell no. Just give me a good online game and I'm good. Nah, Arn, I want Yu-Gi-Oh! Pachinko. I can always go for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Dinosaur deck is practically top tier. The trading card game and online OCG right now. Okay, I don't know about, dude. I don't know what this backseat gaming thing is. Dude, I don't know why it keeps popping up, bro. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why it keeps popping up. Like literally, I have the timer set to off, and it just keeps popping up. Oh, I turned off the wrong one. Never mind. Oops, my bad. The fact that you're able to get a win, though, Reggie, is actually not bad. Players, I wanted to play Metal Gear. Which one do I play first? I played 5 and didn't finish it. Wasn't feeling it. Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. You have a GameCube? Play that. If you don't have a GameCube, buy the collection and just play Metal Gear Solid. Just play Metal Gear Solid 1 or whatever. Play Metal Gear Solid 2. But if you can, try to get like a GameCube and play Twin Snakes. That'd probably be the one that I would play first, because it's a remake of the Metal Gear Solid game on the PS1. Hey, what's up, Blue Bolt? Welcome to the stream. Although I'm not going to be streaming for too much longer here, guys. Sorry. Oh, man. Sorry about that, guys. For those who just joined in. Melface Guy says, I just want Konami to make a Sudoku. Yeah, that'd be good. or that or a Wii. Yeah, well, some Wiis don't have backwards compatibility. Some Wiis do. So yeah, I get a Wii that has backwards compatibility and play Twin Snakes. Any other questions? We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I think we should wrap it up here. Pretty good. And how did we lose an Elite Ninja? Oh my gosh! Now y'all making me take this to 231. You guys better Elite up tomorrow. All right, we'll have our Final Fantasy VII Remake giveaway or whatever. So we'll do something to get more Elite Ninja. Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Went for a nice 2 hours or so. We'll be back probably tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow with my birthday stream. So we're gonna be doing a birthday stream tomorrow. We're gonna have a lot of fun and a lot of games and a lot of cool stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please though, before you guys go, I know a lot of you guys haven't seen my latest video. Please watch my latest video. Please watch my latest video. I'm gonna link it in the chat. Whether you're on Twitch or you're on YouTube, please click on this link and watch my latest video on RE Remake and all of that. Okay, guys? So if you haven't seen it, please, RE4 Remake, Capcom doing too many. Please watch that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Check out that link right there. Watch some more content. Also, I have another video with Final Fantasy VII, the whole easy mode controversy thing. Please check out that video. If you have not seen it, you can check that one out. Check that one out too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys for tomorrow for my birthday. Bye.